All right, we're back live once again for the fifth time, maybe. I don't know. I'm losing track, Ed.
Well, at
Edgar,
least we're not at the AMC parking lot.
Yep, you got that pristine lighting, and those are all originals behind you from Dragonlord mini set. Is that right?
No, actually, these are the
Oh.
canvas reproductions, the
Oh, okay.
Giclées.
They look
No,
like
the
the
originals are in a secret location under top security with perfect controlled environment.
Yeah, those prints, man, look so unbelievable.
Yeah,
They
they do.
look just like originals. They're incredible.
Yeah. Look at that.
I think I watched you paint all of the Dragonlord lair in your Patreon from
Yeah.
maybe probably mostly from start to finish. It was pretty amazing. The
Yeah, that was
detail.
about 105 hours on that one. Yeah.
Maybe I didn't see all of it then. Yeah, like because you did you film some live and then you did some in between episodes, or was it all on camera?
No, it was all on camera, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Because I think I did a few 5-hour ones, but most of them were 4 hours. So that's like 20 episodes, anyways.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I have to actually collect all that material because we have raw data, big high 4K files. I want to take all those files when the kids and I have any time and actually make a time lapse of all the pieces, because we have all the footage. We can do time lapses of all of them, and that will be really cool. But today we have the first appearance of the Giclée of the Talam Drag, which is the Earth Dragon that everyone just got through seeing. So this is it. This is the first time anyone's seen it in my studio, and you're the first broadcast of it. I didn't have it last week, or
Yeah.
So we were able to. That's it. So right now, this is kind of all the reveals that we've had. I'm trying to think if there's anything missing. No, the Dragonlord got that. Yeah, these are all the reveals. Yeah.
So
and there's still more to go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so probably I think they're going to let people open them up on Thursday. They could buy them at the booth. So it's all, people are going to get the full set in one box of the non-foils. So all those will leak immediately. They'll be on the Facebook groups and Discords and everything. And then, the foils will be popping up, I guess hit or miss. But I think I don't know. Some, Eric always makes some exceptionally rare. So I'm sure it will take a bit of time for some of them. And plus, it's not widely available immediately, it seems. So it's going to be interesting how quickly we discover the foils.
That is going to be something. I'm going to be there bright and early Thursday morning. My schedule is 10 to 12. And we're expecting, because as they have the VIPs that get in at 9:30, I think it is, or 9, whatever.
Okay.
We're going to be there ahead of that. And we'll be just ready for what I think and for what I'm hearing. And from what evidently Gen Con security, which is going to make sure that the lines are organized and orderly. It's going to be a tidal wave. Because
stampede.
Oh, it'll be a total stampede. So Destiny is going to be there with us, and she's going to try to. And I've got. That's what we've been doing, is trying to figure out in this little 3-foot space, how the hell are we going to negotiate all the stuff that I'm bringing, plus having signatures. So I've got my art boards. That's about a 3 foot long. Well, not quite 3 foot, about 30 inches long by 20 inches wide. It's a drawing board. You can take it in the field when you're drawing. And it's perfect. So I can sit back, and I technically have an extended table. So I'll be able to work, do whatever signings, numberings, and then, be able to still have stuff like my limited edition prints, all of the different bookmarks, and all these cool things that I'm going to be bringing. So that's our plan. That's the plan of attack for what we're going to have. We just got through doing. We also have some free giveaway stuff. And then the playmats have to be on the table. And that, of course, they just came in from Ultra Pro this week. And that's exciting news that you and your collectors here at Collector Arthouse, they get a special discount coupon code. So that's you're going to provide that. So and they can start hitting us up. I have 150 of these playmats for the home stock, which is for online orders. I'm bringing 150 to Gen Con. I know that there's like 128 competitors registered for the games there for Sorcery. So I'm thinking, many of them will probably buy it. So you might want to get at it now if you want to get this stuff so that when I return, because we have a show circuit, we are literally leaving right from Gen Con, hitting the Michigan Renaissance Fair. We actually had a whole new section of our building rebuilt. I have to go in and paint it. So this is house painting stuff. And so I'm going to be on the road until September 6th. I'm not coming back. So that gives that time frame in between while I'm on the road is basically super busy time for me, but not time here. So my goal is as soon as I get back, I'll be signing and numbering all of those limited edition package deal Dragonlord boxes of mine out of the 700. So they'll be numbered. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And then at the same time, we'll have all the orders for the playmats being packaged up and shipped out. So there's a little bit of time, but even if I sold out of them all, like say I get sold out of the 150 I have here or the 150 that I had, because I ordered 300 total, I can reorder them from Ultra Pro, which I intend to do, but it's another 3 to 5 weeks or more. Especially during the fall season, they're ramped up big time and they have a lengthy wait. So I've been telling everybody, look, if you want to have this playmat to play with in October, you got to grab these now. Otherwise you're waiting till most likely November. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with the inventory.
Okay. Yeah, I think they're going to... So the 150 at Gen Con, you'll probably sell those out, I would imagine, with 128 players and then tons of people coming to the booth. And that's the only one that's available, right? So it's like if they want a mat of anything from the Dragonlord series, I'm sure you're going to blow through those. 150 more on top of that. Those will go quick, too. I did post the code in my Patreon tonight, so... and people are chiming in right away, like order place, order place, order place. So,
oh, really? Oh, that's
maybe
great.
You saw some of that coming in. They're excited.
Well, your guys are great, and we thank all of your followers, and they're tremendous supporters of all the artists' work. But they've really been very good to me as well. We appreciate it.
Awesome.
Destiny has something really special to announce. In fact, this evening I was up in her music studio, listening to some final edits. Now, for those of you that were on my Patreon for the last year and a half, who followed every one of the steps of painting these things, you would have heard some music in the background. And what you heard was thematic music that was composed by my daughter, which included every form of sound effect, the keyboard that she plays, the whole bit, that was themed specifically for each painting I was doing. So she took the storylines, the lore, and created a soundtrack for each painting I did, for each subject within these 13 cards. But she hadn't revealed them all. She only revealed 5?
3 of them, actually.
Oh, 3 of them?
Yeah.
So only 3 of them. Yeah. So now the rest of the 10 have been finalized and tweaked. In fact, tonight was the night she did it. And she is going to reveal those and make them available, because we can't specify them now because they have the titles of cards that have not been revealed.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we can do though, Destiny. So this is a large version of the album cover itself.
Wow. That's awesome.
So it is, the Dragonlord by Destiny Beer official soundtrack. It's going to be available on Bandcamp.
Yes. And
it's going to debut August 1st, which is extremely special, guys, because Bandcamp does something special for the musicians. Destiny.
Yes. So on the first Friday of each month, they do a thing called Bandcamp Friday. They actually recently have started doing like every other month. So it actually falls in August 1st, which will be next Friday. It's Bandcamp Friday, which means 100% of the revenue goes to the artists.
Yeah.
And especially with the dawn of streaming and musicians waiting 20 years, to make $5, it's really nice to have this platform. So that's very
So it's a double whammy for her and for all of us. And boy, they are amazing. I'm listening. I didn't even have to be told the titles of these things. I listened with the headphones to what she had, and I went, oh, I know exactly which one that is. And she has managed to capture the storyline, the image itself, what's happening. I just got through listening to this one of Celestis. Holy moly. You literally feel like you're watching the scene, you're hearing the epic music go on, and it's perfectly tuned, and it literally takes you on a storyline. So the best part about this thing is you can listen to this anywhere, in the car, at the gym. You don't have to be playing the card game to listen to this music. This music is just very uplifting. It has all forms of different emotions. So as a general soundtrack, it's cool, but boy, does it ever nail the storyline and the subjects of these paintings. That's cool. It's definitely, you're going to have some samples for them to listen to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's something we'll be doing August 1st.
Awesome.
I will be doing a opening of the box, the #1 box that I'm bringing with me that I have already signed. I've only unwrapped it. I've never looked inside, and I have not seen my cards yet. And Chase had brought a good point up, and they said, look, we're going to get hammered beyond comprehension with a tidal wave of people come, that's Thursday morning. It's going to be pandemonium at the booth. That's not a safe place to try to take any 5 minutes even to look at my cards. So They recommended we do it on the night before at a dinner get together, which makes a lot more sense. I mean, so I'll only be seeing it about 12 hours before everybody else.
Yeah.
and we'll be recording it so we have a real, genuine response, if you will.
Yeah.
So that's exciting to know that I'm finally, after almost 2 years, going to get a chance to see these things in full fruition, manifested on a printed card. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Amazing.
I mean, Eric always did a phenomenal job. Everything from laying out the card laying the image on the card, color correcting it, choosing the right amount of cropping, what shouldn't have been. So I anticipate it to look phenomenal. What I really can't imagine is the foils and how those foils are going to look.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see what my box, the number 1 box, what foil's going to be in it.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking in my head, I'm trying to guess what one will I get, and I
know which one I'm hoping for.
Which one are you hoping for? Oh, you're hoping for add an item?
That one has definitely grown on me. I think she's my favorite out of all of them. Just
that one really pops. It's
cool. A lot of people were saying, man, it's so reminiscent of the I don't know if it's Digimon, but Blue Eyes White Dragonlord. It's that, and it was done in a style that was reminiscent, because my son was, influential as well on that. And he's like, you always do these classic beefy horned, dragons and stuff. Maybe something slender. I said, well, that's what they are. They're supersonic flight dragons, and they're commanding electricity and voltage and all. So it's gonna be cool to see, and that will be a wild foil, because if they pick up the electricity and the lightning bolts in that, oh my God, that's gonna be wild.
Yeah, they like Eric and his team are really great at the foils, and it's kind of cool how it's like almost like a rainbow kind of foil. So under different lighting conditions, it kind of evolves and changes and really brings it to life. It's such like intricate, detailed artwork. It's going to be fascinating to see how they go about that.
Yes, that is cool. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Okay. So getting on to the playmat. Here's the actual one right here. I think I got it almost all in the thing. Yeah, it came out beautiful. They really did a nice job. It's got the grid in it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got the grid. And Mike, thank you for providing me the dimensions for all that stuff. So if it's screwed up, it's Mike's fault.
Yeah, I'm not a hardcore player or anything, so I'm like, it's no problem. They'll make it work. But no, it is kind of, you do see a little variation on that, because I mean, as long as the cards roughly fit spatially across the grid. Some people play without grids. It's interesting, but it looks awesome. It looks very vibrant, really true to colors. Were you pretty pleased with how it came out relative to the original and the print there? Yep.
I mean, look, it is really amazing how close it is.
Yeah. It's a great
that is exact to the painting. I mean, it really came out beautiful.
Yeah.
So
totally nailed it.
We are so excited about it.
Yay!
Awesome.
Because they came through for me. Because they were getting it was a little crazy for a while there when they had Magic Vegas, I think it was. And they were like, oh, we're not sure we're going to. I'm like, what? What do you mean? You're not sure?
Man, it's been rough. We've both been through that drama recently with
production. Man. Yeah. So
never know.
Things are coming together, and we're so excited about it that it is coming together. I mean, we've got all of the prints. So I have every single one of the 13 images going to Gen Con, all in limited edition prints.
Yeah,
I will not have artist proofs with me. I'll just have limited edition regular prints. The artist proofs are matted and custom and way too big to bring. So, but we will have the regular editions, and we'll have them of all, even some of the big prints, and Harbinger of Fire. That's what's not here. Harbinger of Fire. That's over there.
That's actually right there.
Oh, yeah, it's up on.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Ignis Rex. Yeah. So, anyways, I've got all of that stuff going. What else do we have that's going to, other than the playmat? We've got the bookmarks, right?
Yeah.
And that's about it, man, because we can't fit anything else.
Yeah. Are you going to sell the Jeekleys in all 13?
Yes.
Of the artworks? Okay.
Oh,
and are they all that same size, like you're showing?
They can come in 2 sizes.
Yeah.
So basically this size, which is an 18 by 24. And it's really cool because it's like 3D, it's a gallery.
Yeah.
And it's ready to go right up, frame it right away. Goes up on the wall. And then this one. I want to show you a size comparison here.
Every time he moves these canvases, I think of the Operation game. Just a little zap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was good. Yeah, that's big. Wow.
So this, as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger.
Man, that's huge. That looks
So this is
good.
a 24 by 30. This is an 18 by 24.
Wow.
So any design that I have, it comes in those two sizes. So you can get them in the large, super large, or the 18 by 24. I could have made it smaller, but it's not. Why do it? You know, it's a canvas.
Yeah.
If I do it smaller than 1824, then it's smaller than the original painting that I did. You know.
Okay.
This is actually the same size as well, let me think. Was it 2024 18? It's pretty close. The original was about this size.
Mhm.
I did this one on a big format. You know what I'm most impressed about this one? Not myself being impressed with the piece, but I'm impressed with the reaction that the public has given me.
Yeah.
When I did this is very unusual for me to do things. I mean, it's more like a golem. It's made up of stones and rocks and vines. It is actually from the earth. It's a total elemental. So it is not a beast unto itself. It's not a dragon that's independent of the earth. Every time it moves, it's pulling and replacing the earth beneath it. So when it sleeps at night, it turns right back into a mountain or a grass or a field. So that's the storyline on it. So it is truly the guardian protector of the planet. And it, of course, has to have flowers as well. So here's the first time I'm putting, beautiful lavender and wisteria flowers in it. And it's something that's much more gentle, very motherly, and more so than I've ever done in my lifetime, painted a dragon looking thing.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at, you get the reflection of her in the water. And it's just a brighter, more delicate piece, even though she is very girthy. And I have to be careful about that because I don't want to insult her. You don't ever want to insult the mother.
That's for sure.
But she's in, I think Japanese culture would be a kami. So this is very similar to the kami. And the public just went crazy over this. The sorcery collectors and just the people in general, they were like, oh my God, that's probably my favorite one. And I was like, wow. And I don't know how much of that they even knew the story. The fact that it's really an elemental dragon. It's not a dragon that channels the element. This is literally it. It's the aspect of the element of earth. So the soul of, or the entity, the element itself's entity, occupies all the vines, the bushes, the trees, and everything. It's so connected to the planet. And that's why when it moves, it is very much connected to it. So these are stories that I know in ancient culture they've had. And I think the Japanese were very big on these kinds of things. But yeah, it actually in ancient Israeli as well, I think Hebrew, the golem, so kind of cool to see that reaction from people that I wasn't expecting. This was not one of my favorites. I was just like, all right, fine. I'll do one that's entirely non-independent or not a corporeal being, but is actually all elemental. And it's all very pleasant and beautiful foliage. I felt like it was almost like a little Thomas Kinkade too much,
Yeah.
And that's like, no way am I going there,
Yeah.
But everyone loved it. And I'm like so happy about that. Cause I actually see it in a different light now through their eyes. Something I didn't see before. I've watched the comments.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, as you were talking about the story and the lore behind it, we were trying to figure out what the game mechanic is. So I think we settled that it's probably an earth elemental dragon. And I don't know about the mechanic. We'll wait to see. But speaking of
the card was revealed, right? Wasn't the card revealed?
The card?
The mechanics on the card?
You're right. I don't recall. I only see art when I see these cards.
Of course. Absolutely.
I breeze right past the mechanic, or it goes in one eyeball out the other, I guess. Not one ear out the other.
I saw it being posted. Well, the TCG player did the article.
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the article. Right. It did break it down. Yep. They do a good job.
Talked about it. Basically, she's immovable, which is directly aligned with my lore.
Yep.
Rooted and so because she can't be moved, because she's literally embedded into the earth, connected to the earth, that's pretty wild. Now, the question, though, that I don't know about is, does the mechanic allow her to fly?
With the new rules, I thought that was just for avatars, because it's not an avatar. It's just it's a dragon. So I'm not sure. Someone in chat will know.
Someone in the chat.
One thing, like regarding your lore, I wanted to ask you. So your book's coming out like maybe towards the end of the year, right? So the lore stories, are you gonna like hold out and tell those stories? Wait for the book? Or are you gonna start like teasing little pieces of that? So as people start playing with these cards pretty soon, they'll get like a sense for kind of the thought behind them.
Yeah. So because of the delays that were happening in May and April, I needed high res files. And I didn't get them in the time frame needed to be able to hit the printer schedule. So the printer said, Ed, I can't hold press. We got to move on. And so they were backed up. And now they're looking at sometime in the late November would be when I can get back on press. So with all of that, it is going to be a late November type release. And I am going to release the full storylines in that. But on my website right now, for those cards that are available in print form and G-Clay form, canvas reproduction, I have a little bit of a snippet of the storyline. Am I right, Destiny? We did put a little bit of the snippet of the storylines behind these. Not a lot, but at least there's certainly enough to understand what's happening in the piece.
Yeah.
So I, on the other hand, also have a little synopsis of each character. I call it a biography type thing. And I'm actually going to bring, I didn't have time to make reproductions of it, but I do have it with me, and I'll bring it to Gen Con as well.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm probably going to type it up online, and we're going to post, or maybe we'll just go into each of the particular products and say, okay, by the way, here's the history behind it. But I know I did it for a lot of the ones that have been revealed. So we're actually preparing our store. We got to do that in the next day or two. For all of the remaining images, we're just going to not let it go public. Right. So that way, come Thursday night, Friday morning, August 1st, we're going to launch our store. So we're going to release when everyone, because by Thursday afternoon, everyone that's open packs is going to be going, hey, look at this. This is the other unrevealed. Sure. And it'll be all over the place. So we have to give the collectors, the players, the opportunity to do that. Yeah. And so I'm thinking Friday morning will be safe. Everyone will know the cards that are there.
Yeah.
And boy, are they going to be tripping when they see the remaining cards.
Yeah,
they think they've seen the best, and they think they've seen the coolest one. So, but oh man, I mean, I have some personal favorites, right? But there's one that has not been revealed that is literally the world's favorite, and that's going to be found out soon.
Oh my God!
And so much storyline to that, and so much background in that. So that's going to get released. I'm going to launch everything on my website. So my store under Sorcery Art will have all of those remaining reveals. And they'll be able to pick them up there. So, but I am curious to see what the remaining. Now, I know what the mechanics of those newer cards, the last so many cards are, but I don't understand the game enough to know mechanics wise whether or not these are, what can they be played with? I don't have that background. So I'm going in blind too. I'm really listening. And I also watch, I watch your Discord and stuff, and I read all the posts about what people think this is good. And it's amazing to me how players can find, now I think this card sucks. The other one says, no, it isn't. Look at this. You could do this with this card, that card, combine these cards, and it's a great card. And then some of them, well, the cost is too high. And by the time you get it out, you'll be on the 6 or 7. And then the other one says, no, you won't. Not if you do this.
Right.
So who knows where the chips will fall? Who knows whether, which cards are going to have the most functional play. And I think it sounds like what Eric and the team did is they did a really good balance to allow each card have their own unique excellence and not so good, depending on what kind of a deck you play, I guess.
Yep.
So, hey.
Yeah, and like a lot of the hardcore, like more competitive players, and it's mixed, but like a lot of the good players go to Gen Con. So you'll get all the insight you need on every single card, and they'll be able to tell you immediately, like, this is going to work, this won't, this, know. You'll figure out what the top cards are. If Eric hasn't told you already, I'm sure he obviously is the designer. He has a good sense. But it'll be cool. Yeah,
I was very, very impressed with the way in which the mechanics align with the storyline and the lore behind the character. So really well.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to hear the full stories. Awesome. Yeah, so that mat looks awesome. They'll be at Gen Con. They're already on your website, ready to order, whether they have the coupon code or not, but the code's in. The thing I did is I posted it to my Patreon, and then I'm going to post it like more publicly Sunday night, probably. We have a Dragonlord mini set channel in my Discord where you talk to the fans, and thanks for coming in there and answering questions. I'll post it there, and I'll post it in the Sorcery community group. So everybody, if there's anything left by Sunday, I don't know. I think it's going to be a frenzy, honestly. We'll see what happens. 150. It might last through the weekend.
Well, we made it available to our Patreon members. We obviously gave our guys a heads up for for 24 hours. And I think we sold about what, 58, maybe almost 60.
Wow, 58. Yeah, that's awesome.
So within 12 hours we hit 60, and that's good. That's a good pace. That still leaves me, 90 left over for here, which is great. Because I knew going in, we've got, you and your people. We've got Jen and Sophie that'll come in probably tomorrow because they're already ahead of us, and they're all international people because that's the whole point of making sure because I just need some representation in especially in the Netherlands, Denmark, and all that, and hopefully we'll secure a distributor there that can handle some of the stuff. I've already had quite a few people ask, and so because I feel this whole crazy tariff stuff has ruined it for so many of us.
It's hard.
We're trying to combat that, and it makes it impossible financially for people to buy out of country. And here we have it becomes segregated, and I hate it. That's just terrible. I want to have my art in as many people's hands as possible. And make it.
The printer I went with, it was just, you went Ultra Pro. I worked with another one. I guess I won't mention it, but the guy told me today, because I'm working on some new designs. He said his input cost went up 30%.
Yep.
Because of he prints in the US, I believe, but he has to import the raw materials. A lot of these companies work like that. Almost every company, even these print in the USA companies, a lot of them have to source some of the materials from overseas. So they're paying those tariffs.
This is not, the back of this raw blank is not made in the US. Nowhere.
Right.
And there's a lot of reasons why it's not, but bottom line is it's not. And so, all of these blanks have to be outsourced from overseas. And so did Ultra Pro, by the way. What Ultra Pro did, they took a 30% increase because that's what the tariffs are. And they split it with us. So we paid 15%, they paid 15%, which I thought was fair.
Yeah, because it is changing. Yeah, it's an evolving situation. He said it could go down or up, whatever politics, get imposed. So it depends on the time, when you order and if they have it in stock. So a lot of factors. But I'm glad you got it in time, just in time here for Gen Con. That's awesome. People will be really excited to see that in person. Cool. I can't wait myself.
Can't wait. So it's all coming to a final closure, man. It's all coming to full fruition after a year and a half to almost 2 years on this whole journey, if you will. I'm just I've got a lot of wonderful comments and wonderful posts that have been made on all different formats, whether it's my Facebook or Patreon, and just so many people that have not seen me into the 15 years since I've been to Gen Con, and they're like, Ed, I can't wait to see you again. And then there's all these new folks and new collectors, and it's just it's been fantastic for that. And you're always going to get a couple of people that you're never going to make happy, right? But put those people aside, man. The thing that I am most blown away at right now in the last week is I started with 123 Patreon members a week and a half ago, right? 2 weeks ago. And then we are now, ever since the reveals with TCG, all of a sudden, everybody was like, oh, wow, those are really cool dragons. It was add an item was the first, or maybe it wasn't Celestis was the first. Then it went add an item. And now finally the Talam Drag, the Earth Dragon. Oh my God. All of a sudden they're checking me out. They're looking things up. They're going, oh, look at this. That's the Patreon. Oh man, let's check. And so we got people joining. Then they find out, hey, Ed's got 700 limited editions, and he's doing artwork with them, and he's giving a $200 discount off the normal price of this artwork. This is a cool deal. They're joining, and my biggest fear was, do not join my Patreon if you're just looking to buy a box. Right. I know it's tough to get, but too bad. Go hunt them somewhere else, because I don't want the buyer remorse crap. Oh, I felt strong on blah blah blah. No, don't join. You join my Patreon because you want to be entertained. You want to see cool art being made. I've got 5 years and 123 members that have stayed with me all that year. I don't have anybody drop off. And, it's good quality stuff. If you join my Patreon, you better like art, and you better be into having goofy times with my kids and I. That's what we're all about. And so 98.9% of the people have said exactly that. They said, we didn't know what to expect. We figured we'll check it out. At first, even some of them said, hey, look, at first, honestly, I was looking for, how do I get a box? But then when we saw your Patreons, we saw some of your past, we're like, I can't believe I missed all this. I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
And that's the coolest thing is that, you know, you were my biggest advocate, my God, for almost, you know, a year and a half.
Oh, yeah.
You were promoting us all the time. We were on, whether we were at the AMC theater or wherever the hell we were, anywhere in the world. I was like, Waldo, where is Waldo?
Yeah.
And you were promoting us. And still, there were people that didn't know that I was doing these live paintings. And they all like, oh man, we would have loved to seen that. But that was because I wasn't on Discord. That's my biggest mistake. Boy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Most people are most connected or on Discord or the Facebook community group. That's where you see like daily engagement. And then people, it's always interesting to me. A lot of people lurk and don't actively like communicate in either forum, but they read it like every day. And every once in a while they'll be like, I've been busy, but I've been reading everything that's been said for the past month. You know, it's kind of funny. So they're plugged in, but yeah, that was a great experience. And do you ever, so like, I think some people know you from early Magic era, you know, in the 90s or whatever. And then there's like a gap and now like just the TCG purist, but you've had this whole career outside of that in between. And you do like a lot of stuff like beyond that. Do you integrate that on your Patreon with like your airbrush work on vehicles, or you did like the monster truck helmet? What was it? Gravedigger? It was?
Yeah, great. Yeah, it was Dennis Anderson, Gravedigger. Yeah. So I've had a career in the automotive industry doing custom airbrush for motorcycles, hot rods, big monster trucks, ripped even public transit buses. I did a 60-foot transit.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
Yeah, the zoo bus for Roger Williams Park in Rhode Island.
Oh, man.
So I have done automotive since 79, and I was self-employed in 82. And that was all automotive. Wow. And I did nothing but automotive and sign painting until about 1990. And that's when I got into comic books, did an independent comic, and then I went on into working with the gaming industry. I went 92 to Gen Con for the first time, before Magic even came out. I was just there as a comic artist, and I was trying to get into the fantasy art card market, which was a really big thing in the 80s. You know, everybody was collecting the Boris, the Frazetta. And so I'm like, I created a 100-card set, Flights of Fantasy, and we produced it. Of course, it came out the same exact year as Magic the Gathering did, and of course, Magic took over everybody. And it was the end of the era for the fantasy art card market. So I've had about a 14, 13-year career in automotive exclusively with like some children book stuff on the side in the early 80s. And then when the 90s hit, oh my God, I did over 1,000 game cards, literally over 1,000 game cards. I think it was like 1,060, 65 game cards for every company out there. There was like 12, 15 game companies when Wizards broke open. They all hopped on the bandwagon of it, you know, and then they all faded away, went bankrupt, whatever. And but all that art, you know, it gave me tremendous opportunities to expand. And I was always the guy that said, you know, I was teaching at the time. I was doing airbrush instruction and creature development. And I was art directing for a couple of companies, Z-Man Games, for instance, when they were doing Shadow Fist and
Legend. Yeah, I bought some of those. And I know Eric draws inspiration from a lot of these 90s games. And I'm going to forget like Melissa Benson and some of these I thought did that game, maybe Menges or like a bunch of the ones that carried over from Magic. And then I started opening them. I saw you and like all these artists I recognized I played Magic as a kid, you know, and then I went away from TCGs too until, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that, getting back into it and, you know, getting more into the art side of things. And it's cool to discover because I didn't know those games existed back then. Like Magic was I'm like kind of like a hardcore on one thing at a time type of person, kind of like an extremist in one lane. So it was like all Magic then. Now it's like all sorcery and just like art in general. So I'm discovering all those games I didn't know of and like all these other projects that you guys did, you know, all the artists that we loved back in that era. And it's cool to see all coming back and doing original art again. Still.
It is. I mean, I've been out of the game. I haven't done a single illustration for gaming since 2005 or 6.
Wow.
You know, I mean, I licensed a couple of things maybe 3 or 4 years ago for Vampire because they did some resurrection of the Vampire: The Eternal Struggle game.
Oh, really? Yeah. Cool.
You know, and Camelot Legends. That was the other one.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. So I think you had a box of Camelot Legends.
Yeah, I ended up buying a box of that. Yeah, and checking it out, and told me all about it. That was cool.
So I brought a lot of the people that remembered me from that, and obviously the MTG stuff. But on the other side of things, what have I done since 2005 in the illustration world? Well, I focused on licensing my art for products, and so I've had I don't know how many. I have 25 or 30 jigsaw puzzles that have been at everything from Walmarts to Targets to Myers. Spencer Gifts. I work with Black Ball, who is the producer of the posters, those blacklight posters, and in the poster racks you go through the back of Spencer's. That's where my art is.
Yeah.
And so I did a ton of fantasy stuff, and then I also did the Dragon calendar for Barnes and Nobles and Borders for 14 years. So from 2005 on, you know. So I was in the fantasy art market, but I was doing things that were more for novelty products, figurines, statuary, just everything. You go to, if you went to Hot Topic, you would see sculptures and stuff, or clocks with my art on it, books,
Posters.
the posters,
Scorpio
the glow and the
posters.
black light reactives, but then some of the binders, the art, they used to have art printed on things. So the binders, and so any kind of product you can imagine, t-shirts especially. I worked with the Mountain. So you go to every truck stop, you will see my stuff. That's why Jack Black and, you know, David Tennant are wearing my stuff, because they're all over the place.
Yeah.
We did the blankets, the throw blankets, which then became, thanks to was it Instagram, or was it was TikTok.
TikTok.
So what
My sick wizard blanket.
yeah, the sick wizard. So I became overnight 2.5 million hashtag shares for Sick Wizard Tapestry.
Yes.
And that all happened. This all happened 4 or 5 years ago. This happened because a kid who's in college came into my Michigan Renaissance Fair, bought that wizard blanket that I did the original art in 2003, I think, for.
Yeah.
And he put it up in his college dorm, and he had this meme that basically said, you know, what was it, Destiny? I'll let you. You're better at it.
It's so bad. So it's to make like a PG version.
Yeah,
of it.
make
This
the
guy's
PG
just
version.
like, tell me you've never been with a woman without telling me, kind of thing. And then it stitches to another video. And the guy zooms in on our wizard emissary tapestry. And he just goes, my sick wizard blanket keeps scaring away all the ladies, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was
The college kid?
thing.
Yes.
Yeah. In his
So
dorm.
it was huge.
Yeah.
So the guy,
Well,
it
it
was,
went viral overnight.
it went overnight.
I mean, we literally
Yeah, I
woke
bet.
up to like this video. Someone shared it with me, and they're like, do you know that this has millions of views? I'm like, what?
Well, my phone started beeping. Like every time we get an order at the store, it goes bing, unless I put it on silent. It was literally rapid firing. And we're like, we're getting 50 blankets in an hour. We never, I mean, you know, you get maybe 10 a month.
Yeah.
These are $80 things. So I'm like, what is happening? And then it was only because of a customer of mine who said, well, how I found out about you. Because I mean, like, you're out of Oregon. I don't recognize you. You're not in my mailing list. And they're like, no, we saw you on TikTok because of this kid. So, you know, I made my living always keeping the subjects of fantasy art. And of course, the Dragonlord story, which I started in 2005. And then, of course, with the Dragonlord van did in 2012. I've always kept my art in this peripheral environment related to it. Plus, I had a lot of original art collectors. I have probably one of the strongest bodies of collectors of original art any artist could ever dream of having. And they have kept me sustained, commissioning me original pieces for decades.
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed for the collectors that I have. And then when 2020 hit and we were forced inside, I lost my shows and I said, I got to do something. And we started the Patreons.
Yeah.
And boy, thank God for that platform, because it kept me in touch with people. And, you know, now from 123, I'm at 239, I think right now, as far as Patreon members. And so roughly 100 of them are all sorcery people who never knew me before, who, you know, are looked into this. And it's like the solid reasoning behind everyone's comments, because they have made comments about it. They're like, hey, man, we're here because you are entertaining as hell.
Yes.
And we love your art style. This is well worth whatever we're paying for a membership.
Yeah.
Aside from the tier. So, you know, I'm just very lucky to have that. And I guess I'll be seeing a lot of those folks at Gen Con. You know?
Will, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, make sure you tell us who you are. Like, don't come up and just be like, oh, I'm so-and-so username. I won't know. You got to tell me your name.
So you're in the Patreon or not. Yeah, I struggle with that too, because everyone's name's different between Discord, Patreon, and Facebook sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't even, like some people have been my Patreon forever, but I know them as something else on Discord. I don't even make the connection.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I
At
know.
these events, people wear name tags too. It's a problem like in new games where like this new following just grows over time. Like at the conventions, a lot of people will put their name, like they'll wear a sticker or they'll put their name on their lanyard or something. their Discord name. So they're like, oh yeah, I'm this guy from Discord.
Yeah, because not everybody gets dressed up in a full frog outfit, so you guaranteed to know who he is.
Yeah, the Frogman's the only one like everybody universally knows.
I think Frogman's the only one we all universally
He's like the only
know.
non-YouTuber that's like everyone in Sorcery knows who he is.
I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's exciting.
Well, thanks for coming on. It's super cool. Like coming up fast on Gen Con. I can't believe it. Like this time next week, we will know every card in that set for sure. Because the doors open, I think, around 10:30 or 11, and it's going to get spoiled immediately. And can't wait to see it.
I know that there are people that they're desperately trying to be the first to be able to reveal. Because that's that's like an honor badge, man. Look, I was the first to reveal that card.
Yeah, it kills me I won't be at Gen Con, but they'll post it on the community group. I'm thinking about like leaving work early or figuring out, because I'll be glued to the Facebook, trying to see the new cards. I can't wait like 6 hours till I get out of work or something, right? That'll be brutal.
So what we're going to do is, and we have to be careful about it, is because we were going to be doing some live broadcasts Thursday. Okay. But I've told Destiny, who's going to be doing the filming, just if you're going to film me signing, because there'll be like that first person that comes up, the first person in the world who will get a signed card. And this is the thing. Now, this is going to cause I am an engine of chaos. I am going to create such chaos with this, but I did it with Wizards of the Coast for every single set that came out, every pre-release that I was at, or anywhere where I signed it. I always put on first signed on the card. So whomever gets to that table first, obviously during normal operating hours, and as long as you don't beat someone up or trash them trying to get to me, whoever gets to me first, they're going to get a card that says, every one of those cards can say first signed. And that's, I see them every now and then on eBay once in a while, somebody who's posted them from different sets in the past.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm excited to see who will be the first. So she'll be photographing that, but we're going to not reveal. It's going to be in a distant shot, so they're not going to see what cards there are. Because I know how crafty these folks are. They'll take a video or a picture and they'll blow it up 1,000 times. Yes. I can see what it is.
Yes.
So we'll do that. But there are going to be some exciting moments that we're going to keep posting on our social media, our Facebook page. I'll try to sneak it on Discord as well, your Discord. Awesome. And speaking of that, we did create a special page on our website called Links, and it has the link to Destiny's Bandcamp. It has the links to my son's voice acting, but it also has the link to your Collector Arthouse. So folks can go to the Discord, get familiar with it. So get ready, Mike, because between all my people and all the people that are going to be at Gen Con that are going to get that scan, we did a QR code for it.
Yeah.
So you probably will get hammered with a lot of new members of Discord.
Yeah, thanks so much, man. It's super nice of you to do, and it's really important for the art industry in general, because I'm all about the art. So if they come into the Discord, they see a lot of art showcased. So it's perfect.
They all know that.
It'll bring that type of interest group in, and really appreciate that. That's awesome.
You bet.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, it's always great to see you guys. It kills me I couldn't come to Gen Con. I really thought long and hard about it, but it's got some family trips coming up over the summer here, over the next couple of weeks and stuff, and then in the winter we might do Disney or something. So a lot of travel, a lot of expenses coming up. But I hope I get to see you again. I'm like super happy I got to see you both at Sorcery Con last year.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, do you guys have any more concrete ideas on Sorcery Con?
We heard back from one venue. We were looking at New Orleans as a possibility, and we couldn't get the venue there. So, some of the venues have been a little unresponsive. So I was telling some of the other coordinators, we got to start picking up the phone and stop relying on email. Because we really hope to have the information by Gen Con so you and others could help spread the word. But other than like roughly late January is our rough timeline. We don't have yet a venue. But after the holidays, get through the holidays, settle for a few weeks, and then get back out there and start enjoying Sorcery again.
Well, late January, you'll have Gothic out. Certainly whatever available product with the Dragonlord will have been completely vetted by then. And we'll know where that all lands and how and where they're going to go, if anywhere, if it's just going to stay where it is, which is a real limited edition product, or are they going to, consider, well, maybe we need to put out a little bit more to just get it somewhere reachable to everybody. Right. We don't know, we don't know what their decision is going to be, but by then we'll know. And either way, hey man, you just let me know where it is. January is a good time for us. We're actually home that time. We're actually off the road. So that'd be the first opportunity that I'll have outside of Gen Con to actually meet the collectors and players with the Dragonlord set. And then I can, you know, by then I'll have a lot more material too. I'll have a lot of the videos done, which is what we're going to do. We're going to put all those Patreon last year and a half, we're going to put them into time lapses so we can release them to the public so public can see, you know, fast forward. Here's Ed creating this character, you know, this thing. And then we'll have my art book will be out by then.
Yeah, I can't wait. I was just going to say that. Oh yeah, that'll be huge. Yep. You're going to sell a ton of those. I can't wait to read through that. But,
well, this is my opus, man. This is it.
Yeah.
You know,
not retiring now, right? You're going to still keep
I'm
grinding.
in my 60s, man, and I'm so exhausted.
Oh man.
My daughter and I are going to hit Gen Con. I'm just going to kind of look around. And this will be the first time that I've been at Gen Con where I'm not hustling to set up a booth, you know, deal with art directing or whatever the heck I was doing when I was back then. And, you know, like the lugging of everything in and then the, you know, business. I'm for once in my life at Gen Con just going just as what I always saw every one of the other artists have. They would always go in, they'd have fun, they'd go to parties. I never went out anywhere, never went to dinner after Gen Con. The family and I went right back to the hotel, went into a coma, came back up the next day. You know, so this is it. This is a one and done opportunity for me to enjoy myself a little bit in my entire career and have it all summarized in a storyline adaptation that I wrote for a game that, you know, Sorcery, which is so cool. And I will be forever grateful of Eric for reaching out to me on that.
Yeah.
But I want to try to make the best of it because then I'm just going to go home, fade away into the sunset, come here into the studio and start drawing my butt off because I got about 200 commissions for the, you know, the package deals for the cards. And then obviously paintings in between that. And so the Patreon is going to be wild and crazy. I've got so much to do. We have a painting. One of the paintings we have is a very popular license. I got the license back in '96 and I never used it. It's time. It has no time limit, but it's Drizzt and Artemis battling in the Crystal Shard Tower. So for all of those that are into the Dark Elf series, that's a huge IP from Wizards of the Coast. And I've got a limited edition license for 500 copies that I never used.
Oh, interesting.
I traded artwork for it back in the day. Janet Cole was the administrative licensee at the time. So I've got that letter, man, and I held on to it.
Nice.
So yeah, that painting is going to be done live on my Patreon this winter time. Yeah. So lots of cool stuff going on. So although I may not be active in the game circuit and going to conventions, because, you know, I don't do a lot of those shows or any of those shows, I will still be doing my Renaissance fairs. I will be doing my Patreons. I'll still be creating cool fantasy art. And, you know, who knows what the future might bring. I may go to Gen Con. I've got 3 other companies there. One is called Game Theory. They make those super high-end game tables. Well, I'll let you know. You're the first. I'm going to tell you this is the first. This is like a complete spoiler. The Dragonlord's Lair, that image is the cover of the entire table.
Oh my God.
It's the base of the table. So I'm going over there for a photo op on Thursday at 3:00. That'll be when it's revealed. So now, granted, these are big money tables. I think they start at like $1,500, $2,000. They go up to $4,000. These are the max. These are for the best. But yeah, so the Dragonlord's Lair is supposed to be there. It is one of the options you can choose to, you know, when you purchase or order one. So Game Theory, Goliath coins, the guys that made those nice coins of mine. You know, thanks to you, I sold a ton of them.
Yeah.
You know, so these guys, they're going to be at the Gen Con, and then there will be I'm sure a lot of other game companies and TCG players.
So they're going to have a version of the table there at Gen Con with the Dragonlord art on it, or
that's what I'm saying.
Right. Oh yeah, man, you gotta give me a picture of that, or somebody please that's going to Gen Con, get a picture of that freaking table. That's going to end up in at least one Sorcery LGS for sure. So let me tell you about that.
So if you want to order it, we're going to provide a special link for me because I'll get paid then. I get a little kickback, if you will.
Yeah.
So I'll appreciate that. But and you also get a better price. But yeah, so I'm going to go over there at 3:00 to Game Theory. I think they're like booth 2560 something. And we're going to do photo ops with that table. And once those are done and posted on Facebook, I'll share it with you.
I will share that for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, because that is a beautiful game table. And the insert, the tabletop is an insert that you can take out and change.
I've seen that.
I'm planning on I have like 7 different images that they can use.
Oh my god.
So if they do well with the Dragonlord's Lair from Sorcery, then
Yeah.
they may consider doing some of the other images as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
And I can actually compile, because it's a rectangle, you know, a table is typically a long rectangle.
Yeah.
I can combine some of these images and create one. So,
Mhm.
but I'm, you know, they want to see, okay, do we really have an audience here? And I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, you have no idea. You think Magic the Gathering had a big art collecting base?
Yeah.
This Magic's in all the years, 20 years plus, they don't come anywhere near the amount of dedication and passion that the Sorcery players do when it comes to original art.
Yep.
Just no
Yep.
comparison. I mean,
Yeah.
this has always been something that's blown my mind for a year and a half.
Hmm.
I'm like, where have all these guys been? You know, where have these people been?
Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
we're very
Love it.
grateful.
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
sir.
All right. Thanks, Ed. Thanks, Destiny. Appreciate it. Have a great trip. Safe travels out there. And yeah, I mean, you earned this. Have the time of your life. I'm super happy for both of you. It's finally happening after 2 years of very hard work. But don't get burnt out and don't retire too soon either.
All right. well, thanks a lot, Mike, and we'll see everybody
Yeah.
at Gen Con.
All right. All right. Take care. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. That was awesome. We're moving into phase 2 now. Am I still live? Phase 2 is we're going to look at a lot more art and get this overhead cam popping. So I got some. Actually, let me get that out of it. That's going to obscure things. You see this guy right there? This guy is up for auction until Sunday night. What is it at right now, guys? In the Sorcery Community Facebook group and Collector Arthouse Discord, I think it's at like $2,200 right now, and it has a an altar that matches that. I gotta go get it out. I think I got it on the shelf over here. I'll show you guys in a minute. So that one is an altar that's not exactly like this. It's not an exact replica of that, but it's that bunny in a different setting. So the character transcends. He goes from an altar card to a full art painting, and it's a nice size. It's by Atlas Thorn, one of the newest artists of Sorcery. So he's a guy that I've been supporting since I think like a little over a year. It seems like it's been years, plural, but I think it's been a bit over a year. And he's just like an absolute look at a painting, man. Let me go get it. Look at it. So it's all I got stuff everywhere. His altars are like immaculate. And let me stand back so the lighting's okay. You see how large it is? It's the size of my barrel chest. You see that? Look at that. It's unbelievable. I lift only chest. I only do chest. I'm small everywhere else. Everywhere else. Look at that. Look at this freaking painting. That's a painting. It looks like a print, right? It looks like it was done digitally and just printed, but the guy does immaculate work. Absolutely incredible. And it's about a 16 by 20 oil painting, which is the best. I love oil paintings. It always looks the best on a board. So gorgeous. So there's that one. And then let's see here. All right. The Chimera, the Questing Beast. This has a acrylic glass on it. It's a what kind of glass did he use on this? UV protective glass. So you see it has some glare under the lighting, so I'm not gonna be able to get it perfectly unless I get it on the right angle. But the Questing Beast, amazing frame job. Someone just won this for $4,100, I think. It just auctioned for on the community group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. So I'll be packing that up, shipping it off very carefully because there's glass on there. Let me do a bit of a rotation here too as well. So put this away safely. All right. I'm from Dragonlord. All right, guys. So here's the deal. We got two things coming on. I'm gonna go overhead cam in a minute, but we got a few more paint. Oh, all right. A couple more paintings I got to show. One I'm going to show with the overhead cam after my camera autofocus. I'm going to show you. All right. So the Atlas Thorn, that one ends Sunday night. Then Sunday night, a new one starts. There, it finally focuses. There's two I skipped legs day because I did chest. Like I've been doing chest since I was like 7 years old. Big Willie Risley. We can't all be like Big Willie and be big everywhere. Some people got chest, other people like Big Willie. So this Sunday night, Alvara Palicowska has 3 paintings left. There's one she wants to keep, and she has 2 left from Arthurian Legends. Arthurian Legends. So let me see here. Okay, so there's 2 left. I'm going to show you one of them because that one is going to start Sunday night at the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group and Collector Arthouse Discord. You can bid in either place if you're on Discord or Facebook, and then I manually mirrored in both around the clock. I don't sleep, guys. I never sleep. There's 24-hour auctions of altars and artist proofs, and then like a week-long auction of painting. And we've been doing paintings like every week for quite a while, too. We got a hell of a marathon going on. So the next one, okay, so this one came rolled in a tube. Alvara Palicowska, she always paints with watercolors on art paper. Really beautiful. And the thing about her work, so I've seen a few things. I owned her Dispel. Yeah, it was Dispel original painting. That's the only painting, I think, maybe 2 total. I had to give up the Dispel original painting because I had an opportunity. This is really stupid rare. I traded it for cards, of all things. I never do that. But these are not average cards. The cards are the 4 gems, 4 sample gems, which became the cores in alpha. So they're sample cards. And one of them is the only copy that we know to exist. The only one's been discovered so far. And the others are extremely rare too. So it's the only master sets, so to speak, of all 4. But these paintings from Alvara Palicowska, it's watercolor on art paper. It's big. And the thing I wanted to tell you about these paintings where I was going to the spell is that you cannot appreciate an Alvara Palicowska painting until you've seen it in person. It just looks like so much more stunning. There's only so much you can do when you translate an original painting to a card. And that can be sometimes more true on some things than others. But her watercolors tend to be very large. She paints pretty large, and they look absolutely incredible in person. You're going to see that in a moment. So it came rolled in the tube. You see this thing? This looked like a tube the whole time? That is the painting, actually. All right. So this guy here is one of the last unique knights that you can acquire. All right? Alvara Palicowska, Sir Lamorak. So there it is in watercolor. You see how big this is? It's the size of my entire torso. And I'll get some, actually, I have some beautiful pictures that look much better than me because it has the beautiful Alvara Palicowska holding it instead of this Gindaloon. You see that? Amazing painting right there, guys. Take a look at that. It looks great, doesn't it? You can't tell because it's on camera. You can't see it in person, but it looks unbelievable. And it's actually, maybe I'll show it to you guys again in the overhead cam so you can appreciate the color detail and the texture detail that you get with watercolor. It also has like a shimmer to it I'll have to show you guys because like there was this, let me tell you something else. Actually, I forgot. I had the Dispel. I also had the Infiltrate painting, which I sold. I probably sold easily over 100 paintings from Sorcery. Sometimes the same painting more than once, but I've seen like so many originals in person. It's been absolute honor to do that and a pleasure to see all these paintings. With her, she uses this shimmery paint effect, like tastefully in some of these paintings. And she did that on the Infiltrate as well. And on these, the guy that bought the Infiltrate from her commissioned 2 other matching pieces. So it's kind of like a triptych, as they call it, which is like an artwork that's continuous across 3 pieces, but they all like stood alone independently as well. And this one also has that kind of shimmery paint to it. See the detail on that? It's very vibrant, and this does not come across in the card. If you guys look at the card on the collectorarthouse.com website, go to Alvara Palicowska's page, you'll see that the trees on both sides are much darker. You know, so that was done digitally by Eric. Even the you see how he's like pushing the sword into the shield, into that raven type of bird thing there. The bird and the checkered pattern is also like a deeper black on the card image. If you look at the shield is a bit more maroon, like you see on the card, and also the emblem on his chest. It looks a little red because of the lighting here in my room, but this looks really amazing in person. So there's that one. All right. So like I say, that's gonna start Sunday night and it's gonna run till Friday night. Then we're gonna be into Gen Con Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So make sure you get your bids in early because you might be distracted at Gen Con next week. But what's gonna happen after the culmination of Gen Con, after you guys are all wrecked from the hyper competitive play with the new swap promo card, triggering everybody, throwing everyone into a tizzy and upsetting people. Then now it's gonna be casual and competitive and casual, and you're gonna have fun. And then you're gonna come back all drained and tired from Gen Con. And then arguably one of the maybe biggest paintings ever offered through Collector Arthouse and through all the amazing artists that I collaborate with is an original by the amazing, iconic Alvara Shakarova. All right, so Alvara Palicowska first, then the next week Alvara Shakarova. So the first two artists, I believe, I always get tripped up on this. I think the first two artists that I worked with were Alvara Shakarova and Severin Pinot. Vincent Pompetti was also pretty early on, and Mikhail Nagy-Paul, the Frog Lord himself. But what's going to happen the week coming out of Gen Con is shipped fully framed Dream Quest. Is there a bigger painting in Sorcery? I don't know. It might number into single digits. The glares of this. Look, you can see my you can see my whole desk. This is what I look at while I'm talking to you guys. There is the Dream Quest original painting. Maybe if I do this. Dream Quest. Unique Alpha. 67 unique paintings in Alpha. And here is Alvara Shakarova's amazing. It's probably Alvara, right? Depending what country you're in. But us Americans say Alvara, right? Shakarova. There it is, Dream Quest. All right. What else, guys? That's a monster. That is a monster. That is absolutely a monster. What we need to do now is go to the glory and the magic of the overhead cam, and then you're going to see some fireworks here. We are just getting warmed up. Just getting warmed up on this. You want that predestination, Ted? Where is it? Where is it? He called it predestination. I respect that. I respect that deeply. Even though I have a beam coming out of my dome right now. I might fix that someday. Or I might just look like a jackass for all of eternity. The predestination is absolutely priceless. I don't think I could ever give that up. Someone told me years ago after I bought it, it's going to be worth, did he say 50K or 100K? He threw out some wild number that actually seems credible. He's like, Mike, that's I don't know what he said, $50,000 or $100,000 painting you got right there. I was like, is that right? It's like, I also got this axe tool. All right, guys. So we got more paintings, though. All right. So first, this guy's right here. Severin Pinot. The original painting just revealed yesterday in the welcome kit. The new Sorcery welcome kit for stores. They're going to get a few copies of this bad boy in glorious full art. This is the original painting from Severin. I've had this for quite a while. As you guys know, Severin's one of the artists that I work with. As you can see, I still have a lot of these playmats for sale too, guys. The one with my logo in the stone and without, right? No logo or logo, single player or two player. I also have the Keith Era mechanism and the Bower of Bliss. I have plenty of those left. You just got to go to Collector Arthouse Patreon. If you're a free member at the Collector Arthouse Patreon, you pay the full price. If you sign up for any of the paid tiers, you get a discount. it is worth it, you know, just get the discount. I don't know why you wouldn't, but this is one of them. And then this guy, that's the Apparentus. Then we have the Grandmaster, the Grand Meowster right here, which is a good card, a really strong card from Alpha. And that is the Grand Meowster. So, of course, the first one, Asi Haikala, did an amazing job of this. Severin did it. Similar type effect with his beautiful red background. And then the Alchemy coming right out of the paw. Ah, man. She had so much fun doing these. Absolutely beautiful and adorable. This could go in your daughter's bedroom. It could go in your son's bedroom. Go in your boyfriend's bedroom. Whatever you got to do with that, guys. Whatever you need to do. It's ready for anyone's pleasure. All right. So now we need to look at some godly artist proofs and altars. And see where the bidding's at on these bad boys. Actually, before we do that, we have the Battle Mage, which is a card that I bought from Pietro De Ciro in Italy. And I am donating this to the Explorer Series tournament series as prize support for their great tournament circuit. That's why it has the navigational elements, let's call it. All right. Explore and Explorer Series. Pietro. All right. So we have that. And then what do we have here? Something that'll get you insta-banned from YouTube. Who won this tonight? Who won this? Enter the Gothic Tower to fill the tadpole pool. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. You learn that in 5th grade or so. All right, guys. Next, the iconic, incredible Dustin Brossard. I teased this one, right? The Druid. This is a Druid, which he painted on, right? So as you know, the Druid is double-sided. So this is an altar from Dustin Brossard. It's up now. Launched tonight. It's going to end Sunday. You got this side. And then he sprawls his arms and calls into battle. It's looking a little darker than you. There you go. He calls into battle one Bruin. It's a mean Bruin. He is unique, large, and fluffy. All right? Coming in from the dark side of the moon is this badass Bruin who's not messing around. And then, of course, Tawny. All right? So, in the biz, we call this a triptych. Like, you remember I was talking about the triptych with the Alvara Palicowska? So, if you guys can see that okay, you see the leaves and the background, the trees are continuous. So, it works on this side. You always have Tawny and Bruin with the Druid. And then you flip this guy. This is how it starts, right? This is how it starts. Here, Bruin. Hair, unique, fluffy. Hair, fluffy. And then, nothing but blind rage. Look at that. He spreads his arms and sends in the reinforcements. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. The guy's a legend, this guy. This guy, Dustin Brossard, he's one of the greats, man. If he's not in Sorcery, I don't know what's going on in this world. If he does not make it into Sorcery, I don't know. He's going to be in every other game, you know, after he gets showcased enough. Look at this guy. Look at that set right there. Look at it. It speaks for itself. It's unbelievable. Guy's an absolute legend. Unbelievable. So the reason why I ran this weekend is because it's going to end Sunday night. I'm going to ship it Monday morning. And if you're at Gen Con, I would love to see this bad boy played at Gen Con. You know, that'd be incredible. Or just show it off. Get Dustin's name out there. That's a big reason for why I do what I do here with the Collector Arthouse stuff. All right, guys. So we got that going on. What else was I going to show you? All right. So that's the weekend. Let me see what I got here in the box of dreams. All right, guys. All right, guys. Hop on down the bunny trail. Remember I was talking about this guy? This guy right up here? Oh, the bar's in the way now. This bunny's hopping on down the bunny trail, and then he takes a load off, has a seat right by the aqueducts. Right by the aqueducts, with our rooted in the earth and has flowing waters right down the aqueducts. What a legend here. Atlas Thorn, official sorcery artist, from Alterist to official commissioned sorcery artist. Thank God. So you're going to see prize cards from the amazing Atlas Thorn too. And this is painted by Atlas Thorn on a freaking card. What a god. These two guys right here are out of this world. The Kyle one that's up for this weekend, man, I literally smashed my entire jaw. I had to get it reconfigured like Kanye West. I had to get a new Kanye jaw after I saw this and this and the bunny. I disgraced him. I covered his face. And the Kyle Calazans card. The Kyle Calazans card. We're gonna have a look at that in a minute. I don't have the actual card with me. But I'm gonna show you guys where the magic happens. All right. So I got to share a screen, and if you go to, first of all, the Collector Arthouse, collectorarthouse.com. This was featured on the Sorcery Kickstarter campaign. Eric really liked the site, and Simon was involved in the Kickstarter campaign. So thanks to those guys. Shout out for graciously including me in the Kickstarter campaign. It was really awesome. The Sir Lamorak is coming. This guy does not mess around too. He comes in with 4, can attack for 4, defend for 3, and when he dies, he smacks everybody in the face. Strike each nearby enemy. All of them. So you got 3 guys on the site next to you, you're all getting smacked in the face like Kimbo Slice style. All right, so you got that. And then, oh my God. Everyone's dying these days. Ho! Opens right to it. Another Valley of Delight, Cursed Land Duo, Artist Proof Panorama, number 8, up for auction at Collector Arthouse Discord. Oh, I got to teach my buddy Kaio how to link up. Well, Kaio, if you're listening, man, you gotta include the links, dude. The links. These are just words right here. Nobody knows how to find it. How are people gonna bid on this, my guy? I gotta love that post though. So there it is, guys. This one is also up this weekend from Friday to Sunday. I gotta teach Mr. Calazans about marketing. Watch how I do this. Kyle, you gotta link it, man. You laugh a little and then you say, gotta link it. And then you link it. Let me see if this will work. Tag at Sorcery Community Group. And good luck. All right. That's how we do it, guys. Let me see if this link works. It does. All right. So the Sorcery Community Facebook group. Let's take a journey, a little gander over there. We're at, did we hit 5,200 yet? 5,184. 28 signups this week. It's pretty solid growth, man. We're at very close to 6,200. And there's a buck. Thanks, Ted. Ted's feeding me. All right, so look at this. We got the Dustin Broussard. He does a masterful job setting in the right staging. And then we have the 3-piece, right, with the Druid. Look at that, guys. Maybe it's coming across better than when I was showcasing it from the overhead cam. So that's up this weekend. And then if you click on the featured tab at the top, you'll see the featured auctions. So here you go. Look at this freaking dual painting. So up top, look at this heaven and hell concept. Heaven, hell. So down here, you have these mortals. Like the scene in Indiana Jones where they dump you in the fire pit. The guy rips your heart out. and then he sinks you down on that like crate thing, you know, because Indy's all mesmerized and disoriented. He can't save the girl. And then I think like what happens? Someone smacks him in the face a couple of times, maybe the kid, and then he kind of like snaps out of it, right? And then he saves him. So this is it. This is like Dante's Inferno at the bottom. That's cursed land. So you have these mortals trying to get across this bridge in the cursed land, and the bridge is just like being consumed by flame, being sucked down into hell. So the ones that do traverse, you see some bodies, some guys are just going for it. You know, they're just soaring through the air. It's amazing. There's bodies everywhere. There's so much detail. The lighting's incredible. The flames. And then up above, you have the Valley of Delight. So this is like the transition from purgatory or hell, and then survivors are going to heaven, like Ozzy, like the Hulk, like Chuck Mangione. Everyone's leaving us these days. So they are being plucked from the clouds here by angels. You see these angel figures up top soaring to the heavenly gates. Amazing combo, man. Absolutely unbelievable. Here's that picture of the two that Kyle configured from his place down in Brazil. That's where it's going to ship from. And there you have it, guys. Valley of Delight, Cursed Land. Incredible. All right, so we'll go there. Then we got to go to Collector Arthouse. Oh, wait, sorry, hang on. Not that. We're going to go to Discord, and I probably imagine I might have to update some bids. Let's see where we're at on these. All right, so Hayne hit me up on DM. Assassin. Oh, here we go. So Druid Tawny is now at $900. So congrats to Dustin Broussard. That's doing great. There was no reserve on this. You know, Dustin was like, let's just go YOLO. The market will decide the value on this one. So that's actually like, you know, 900. That's only 300 a card. One has two paintings of full art on both sides, essentially. Close to a full art because it's a avatar. You know, it's more real estate. You don't have the text box going across, title box. So you have the Druid two-sided. It's really four paintings across the three cards. One dual-sided, and then the Tawny and Bruin have the regular sorcery back. So that's at, oh, it just hit 1K. It just hit 1K as we were talking. So thank you, Roberto's, who's actually involved in the Alpha Break. So hopefully he's watching the show right now. Thank you for bidding and supporting Dustin Broussard. That's awesome, man. And then we're at 600 for the duel. That does not hit reserved yet. That would only be 300 per card, which is low for a Kaio. Kaio commands a pretty penny for his work. So thank you guys for supporting the great artists, all the artists I collaborate with. There's many more artists coming up. There's a godly new playmat design that's going to be coming up. So if you haven't ordered the Philosopher's Stone, the Key Theorem Mechanism, or the Bower of Bliss yet, I still have plenty of those. You can place an order. You go to my Patreon, and let me pull this up. I don't want you guys to see all my behind the scenes Patreon aspects of where that's at, but hang on one moment. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to come over here, enlarge. All right, so if you scroll down within my Patreon, this is a public post, guys. So you do not have to be a Collector Arthouse Patreon member, but you're going to get a discount. I'm going to show you. So here are the playmats. Here's the posts. So the playmat variants, there was this variation of the Philosopher's Stone 2. There was this one. This is like from one print run. There's 2 print runs, and the saturation was a little different. You can see it most starkly across the Key Theorem Mechanism. So the first print was a little darker hues and tones, deeper. Some people like that deeper blue, because it really, like, you have better, I would say, more stark contrast with the actual Key Theorem Mechanism itself. So if you want the Key Theorem to be more in focus, some people prefer this version. And you can see I have plenty of those to offer. And then the second print was more saturated. So you have a more vibrant blue, and it doesn't really contrast as much, but some people think it pops in a different way because you have more of a sky blue, right? So this one I only have like maybe 6 to 8 copies left. So I'm not going to offer this version anymore on the right, but this one on the left, I'm going to offer the Key Theorem Mechanism in 2-player. And then in single player, I have both variants. I think you can, if you want to select the more saturated single player version, I have more of those. I have both of those in single player. The Bower of Bliss, this is the 2 variants. And you see these are very close. Top one was first print, bottom one was second print. So you can order those, I'm not going to like, at this point, like when you order, I'm just going to give you like one of the Bower of Blisses. They're close enough that it's very close. The Key Theory, you're going to get this bottom one on the left. And then this is the only variant left of the Philosopher's Stone. You see there's a bunch of those left. Ignore the green ball. I don't know what my kids are doing with these balls down there. But this, I have a bunch of those in 2-player. I have all of these in single player as well. So they have those. Then I'm doing some collaborations with additional artists, additional designs, and I'm working with the manufacturer and the artist to settle on the design, going back and forth with how to place the logos and stuff tastefully so it doesn't distract from the art, get it all configured properly. Then I'm going to launch another pre-order, and you guys could also add these with the other pre-order, ship all together if you'd like. But that is in the Collector Arthouse Patreon. If you are not a paid tier member, you can still join at the free tier because I take orders only through this listing. This is a public listing, so you'll be able to see when you go in there. See, there's 47 comments. A bunch of people are getting in on this. People note like what they want. The instructions are all here. The pricing for Patreon supporters at all the paid tier levels, which is discounted. And then for non-Patreon supporters or free tier non-Patreon, that's a higher price, but you can still order it, right? You don't have to be behind the Patreon paywall, as they say. So there you have it, guys. If you want to get in on those, appreciate you. And a lot of, and the I do a royalty deal, so like Severin gets a percentage of the proceeds on all of those sales. So it's supporting the artist, it's supporting Collector Arthouse. It's a great collaboration, and more artists are getting on board. It's really exciting to help them out, especially with the overseas artists. It's very difficult, very expensive for them to deliver these playmats, and it's a lot of freaking logistics too. I tell you, like I must have sold over 300 playmats over about 70 orders. And it took me like days every night for hours, just, wrapping them up, rolling them, putting them in the box, taping it all up, taping up the boxes, printing the labels, processing all the orders. It's a wild, like insane amount of time. A lot of people think this is like a trivial thing, and it's no big deal. But let me tell you, it's work, guys. It takes time for sure. It's a labor of love. All right, so this is what we need to do. We need to get the Wheel of Names going. So what I need to do is go to Wheel of Names, and I'm going to copy. We're going to go to the alpha break now. We have 2 alpha boxes that we're going to break. It's almost 11. We'll see if we get this done by midnight. So I'm back on the Collector Arthouse Discord. This is where people typically buy into the alpha breaks. I also post it on the Collector Arthouse Facebook group, which is different from the community group. I don't post breaks on a community group because it's not a buy, sell, trade, like open marketplace for that kind of thing. I have a Collector Arthouse group, but really if you're in my Patreon and if you're in the Collector Arthouse Discord, that's how you would get into the breaks. And they usually sell out pretty quickly because I only want to do 2 boxes at a time. I really want to do breaks for years to come in Sorcery. Many, many years to come is the idea. So Lookout Tower is in for 6 because I messed up last time and I accidentally sold 5 too many packs. 5 extra packs. Frazetta playmats. You can buy Frazetta playmats from Inked Gaming. I do not collaborate with Frazetta because he's deceased, and unfortunately, and the Frazetta estate, his daughters or granddaughters maybe, monetize a lot of his work. They sell a lot of his work, but there are playmats of the Death Dealer and maybe others. I know there's definitely the Death Dealer, which is incredible. I actually own that one, and I actually gave some away too. I do giveaways with all kinds of things. I buy like art products basically, and I do giveaways for Patreon supporters, and then also like other people like in the Sorcery Community Facebook group. Speaking of which, guys, I just announced a giveaway opportunity. Again, if you go to this is the group, guys. When you go to the group, when you go to Facebook, you're going to want to look for Sorcery Contested Realm Community. That's the name of the group, Sorcery Contested Realm Community. You'll know because it's the largest sorcery group in the world. the largest anywhere. 5,200 people from all over the world. Almost every single artist is in this group. Ed Bear Jr.'s up in there all the time. We had Francesca Barald in here commenting recently. Lindsay Crummett was going back and forth with someone about her art concept. So if you scroll through, you see like everyone having a great time. Videos getting posted from the YouTubers. People talking about secondary market stuff. What's going on eBay. Gameplay. How is swap affecting the meta? The decision to allow that at Gen Con. All this amazing stuff going on. Polls, surveys, getting the pulse of the market. I just announced that Doug Kovacs is actually going to be at Gen Con, so you could go see Doug. He's going to have this artwork with him. This is one of the new artworks revealed for Sorcery, so that's an amazing piece, real flavorful. So you go here, guys, and then where you're going to see the action going on from the auctions, from big announcements, giveaways. Did I post my giveaway here? I need to go and do that. I need to unpost that. All right, massive giveaway. So in the Sorcery community group, this is how this is going to work. I'm going to give away an entire box of alpha, but I'm going to do it like in a break. So I'm going to decompose it into packs, get a bunch of names up on the wheel. People are going to win alpha packs. I'm going to break them on the channel. I'm going to send you all the cards. When I do breaks, I don't keep any cards. I don't keep the ordinaries. I don't keep the foils. I keep nothing. I send you everything. That's how these breaks work. That's how the giveaway break's going to work. I'm going to give away playmats, all kinds of stuff. When we hit 6,000 members in this group, we're going to do it. So there's going to be various ways you can enter that contest. The first way, when when Gen Con starts next week, Gen Con, you're going to go on here and you're going to type in hashtag Gen Con community. Okay. Hashtag Gen Con community. So then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to hit the search button. I'm going to search for Gen Con community. What I want you to post is pictures from Gen Con. Pictures of you having a great time, playing the game, talking to Jeff Menges and Ed Bear Jr. at the booth, showing off your Dragonlord mini set cards you're going to buy at the booth, you're going to open up. Share. The spoilers are all going to be here. The reveals, we're going to discover all the cards immediately on Thursday at Gen Con because people are going to be posting here. This is always the first place you see all the cards. You discover all the curios. So I want to foster that engagement, that inclusive community experience happens right here in the community group. So you post a picture, you type in hashtag Gen Con community. I find you. You're going to find yourself on a wheel of names. Whenever we hit 6,000 members, we got about 800 to go. Big time, massive giveaway. I did a video of that. You go to Collector Arthouse YouTube and learn all about that. All right, so the wheel is locked and loaded. We're ready to go to the overhead cam. Yeah, I don't know if I could license with Frazetta, Ted. I mean, I didn't think of like reaching out to the estate. It would be interesting to do their pieces from. I mean, they already have the debt dealer, as I say, but I don't know. Ink Gaming already did that, so I'd rather work with. I mean, it would be amazing to collaborate with the Frazetta estate in a way, but I'd rather really support the artists of Sorcery that are really can benefit from the awareness and showcasing them across my audience of probably on the order of 10,000 people or so. Because I just hit a 2,000 person milestone on YouTube. Thank you guys very much for following me. And please do subscribe and like the video and comment on the video after. And I've been doing all these van videos, shorter form. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying that content. Let me know, please, on those videos if you like that format. It really encourages me to stick with that type of form. I love the lives. I love the impromptu like we're doing tonight. But I do like the short form from the van too. And I also do that like improv style. I don't write any show notes or go off of a script or anything like that. And I don't edit it. So it's like just me from the heart talking about whatever's on my mind relating to Sorcery. And just keeping it real, you know, about like the good, the bad, what we hope to see, what we are seeing, my predictions for the future, all types of topics around Sorcery. What else, guys? What was I getting at there? Join all the forums, follow the video. Oh, so 5,000 members, 5,200 in the community group, 2,000 on YouTube, 1,500 plus in Discord. That's actually been growing quite a bit. Ed Bear Jr. is going to promote the Collector Arthouse Discord at Gen Con. He's going to have this barcode at his booth. When you scan the barcode, you see Ed Bear Jr.'s website. You see his daughter's musical stuff like he just talked about when we opened the show. And you're going to find the Collector Arthouse Discord because there's a Dragonlord mini set channel where Ed comes into my Discord in a Dragonlord mini set and he talks to us. He answers our questions, tells us anything we want to know about Dragonlord mini set and his lore, his stories behind it. We learn, immediately about all the products he's putting out, like he was talking about. Really awesome stuff. Great guy. So I appreciate that from Ed. I was touched when I didn't ask him to do that. He's like, Mike, I got this barcode, man. People are going to be coming to your Discord. Get ready, buddy. I was like, yeah, dude, you're the man. It's great to support great people to support you. We got to support each other. The company's got to support the content creators, especially the ones that are supporting the company and not just like our favorites here. Support everybody uniformly, okay? I mean, we all win together. It's not a competition. We can all be professionals and be cordial and support each other. All right, later, Ted. Take it easy, buddy. All right, so we're going to the wheel, guys. We got everybody on the wheel. Oh, I need my where's my good luck guy? Oh, here we go, guys. Leo's in the house. Peace out, Ted. All right. There's Leo. He's going to help us tonight. He's a smothering tithe, this guy. The magic guy. I got to get it on the sorcery card, but this is painted. This is Leo. He's ready to go. He's our good luck charm every time. All right. First spin of the wheel after an hour and a half of shenanigans. CJ, buddy. I can't go to Gen Con, but if you want to win, if you want a chance to win entry into a free break of Alpha, when you're at Gen Con, please post in the Sorcery Contested Realm community group on Facebook, hashtag Gen Con community. Your name will be on the wheel. You'll have a chance to win free packs and an Alpha break once we hit 6,000 members. So you and all the other guys at Gen Con, we need your support on that. All right, so 6 from Lookout Tower. We're going to go left to right across the packs. Oh, you know what? I got my labels. What we need now, guys, is the dividers. And let's see. Hashtag Gen Con community. All one word, please. Otherwise, it'll break the hashtag. That's how I'm going to find your name in the Sorcery Community Facebook group. And that's how you're going to have a chance to win a bunch of stuff that I'm going to sponsor, pay for out of my own pocket to give back to the community. And we all grow this thing together, right, guys? The company wanted grassroots. We're making it happen. I created a Facebook community group on February 7th, 2022, and I worked my face off every single day of my life, literally since February 7th, 2022, to grow that group, to foster community, to build community, to grow the game, to showcase the game, to draw awareness to art, to artists, to everything, And hard work pays off. Now we have a great, amazing community forum where we could talk about whatever we want. We can celebrate art. We can bitch about delays. We could talk about decisions, good, bad, or indifferent. We can run polls to see what we like about, what artists we want to see next, or, what fun content to do or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should we ban Arcamaggio, the Italian wizard? Should we ban Ring of Morrigan? We run all types of polls and surveys. So it's great to get feedback from people all over the world. It's a very diverse group. There's a lot of great groups that cater to regional areas and to areas all over the world. Okay. So there's an Italian group in Italy. I think there's one for like the UK, I want to say. I think there's one for like Australia or one of those islands down there in the middle of nowhere. Maybe it's New Zealand. I don't know. It's all over the world. And then like you have the community group, which is for everybody. It's for players. It's for collectors. It's for art enthusiasts. It's for Americans. It's for Europeans. It's for Asians. It's for South Americans. It's for those islanders in the deep South, the Aussies, for Z's, for Z's, baby. Rest in peace, my guy. We got something for everybody up in there. If only I could breathe and stop clearing my throat into a live mic. Lookout Tower, buddy. Your first, we screwed you over last time. We were oversubscribed. We ran out of packs. You were super patient. You had to wait 2 weeks because I lost internet. I had like a weird internet outage. We're all going to make it, bros. We're all going to make it. Yes, Cosmic Seeds. You're right on time, buddy. An hour and 35 minutes in, and we're just starting the alpha break in true Collector Arthouse style. Welcome in from Vegas, my man. Great to see you as always. All right, so who am I missing here? Do I have 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm definitely effing this up. All right, so Lookout Tower. Are we going to screw over Lookout Tower again? It is Lookout Tower. You know why, man? Because I got you over here. You know what? I might. You know what I might do, Cosmic? Ed Beard Jr. literally opened the show with me for about 45 minutes. Maybe was it about 40 minutes, guys? Close to an hour. All right, Lookout Tower. You are number 1 in our hearts tonight. You're coming off the wheel for 6. This says 5 because you were supposed to get 5 last time. You said, how about an extra pack? And I said, absolutely. So you're getting 6 tonight. So we're going across 2 boxes. 1, 2, 3. So Cosmic Seeds. Ed Beard Jr. came on the show. And what happened was, I pulled out 2 from that slot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe I missed it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ed Beard Jr. came on. We announced he's got a Dragonlord lair, which is behind me, or was behind me. I shuffled some paintings around. Oh, you know what? Let's get it popping. Let's see. Let's go with Dream Quest. And let's go Dragonlord. Dream Quest, that's a G-Queen. The Dragonlord. And Dream Quest. So there's going to be a Dragonlord lair playmat. Single player. There's going to be a discount through, there is a discount right now through Collector Arthouse Patreon. You can sign up at any level. So anywhere from $5 to $100. I think I have, I don't know, maybe 140 some paid tier subscribers and probably over 400 in totality with free tier. Even at free tier, if you can't pay monthly or you don't want to, you're not going to get all the benefits, discounts, access to exclusive products, limited series artist collaborations. You know, we run out of inventory. I can't really do it beyond the Patreon sometimes for special collaborations, unique things. The discounts are really the key because that really, you know, it was where you derive value and like kind of recoup your cost of just supporting monthly and giveaways and stuff like that. Sometimes you win cool giveaways. So all that kind of stuff. But at the free tier, you at least land on my email list. So if I announce this playmat sale, for example, right, you're going to get that email. You're going to know that the playmats are available. You can place your order. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, on Ed's Patreon. Oh, if you're in Ed's, you're going to get a coupon code for the playmats. You can get it from there, Cosmic. You could also get it from the Collector Arthouse Patreon. And I posted the code exclusively for the paid tier members tonight. And that's going to run till Sunday night. And then probably Sunday night, I'm going to post a different code for the Collector Arthouse Discord and for the Sorcery Community Facebook group. So you guys will still have access if there's still inventory left starting Sunday night if you're not in the Patreon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's, of course, it's not that I'm trying to exclude anybody. It's that like people pay to support. I invest a lot of time and effort and energy doing all these initiatives, fostering all these community platforms. So I got to give back to like people that are supporting me, right, on those collaborations. So that's how and why we do it. All right, so how do I want to do this? All right, I want to slide the boxes back a bit so we can see what's going on. We want to slide the mat back so you can see the logo. You always got to self-promote, guys. You self-promote because, why? Because that's how you grow. That's how you grow. When I grow, the artists benefit because I'm showcasing their work across all the platforms. That's how artists like Atlas Thorn get discovered and get opportunities in Sorcery. That's how the other altruists. I'm working. A lot of the altruists that I work with are being commissioned for another up and coming game. Very early stages. I can't say what it is yet, but it is. It's got some similar principles to Sorcery, where there's some dedication to hand painted art. Dude, like almost all the altruists, like a lot of the people that I work with, you're going to see them published in a game that I'm very excited about. It might be a while out. I'm talking like not weeks, not months, maybe a couple years, but stay tuned, guys. I'm all about supporting artists, growing awareness and appreciation for art. So I will do that wherever I can. Sorcery is a beautiful, amazing art project. And I hope it inspires more dedication to hand-painted traditional art. Sorry, Ricardo. I know it's late as hell. You're pulling an all-nighter to see this. Hopefully we land on the. I almost just want to like do yours so you could go to sleep. But hey, it's the wheel, man. I think we got our first foil in this pack. We do indeed. Oh, nice dome. Oh, it's a Melissa Benson, the Phantom Steed. Very nice. It's an exceptional, which is nice. Not a bad hit. And it reminds me, so I need to get some pennies ready. We'll do that. Get a stack of those going. And then we're going to need top loaders. So we'll get a stack of those. Some of these, some of those. All right. Phantom Steed. We got a great turnout tonight. Thank you guys very much for your support. 43 people. The channel's been doing great. We got over, hey, believe in random, 5:11 a.m. Good. That's when I wake up every single day of the week, guys. I wake up at 5. I lift in my basement. I do stuff on I grow the community group, the Discord. I'm very active all the time. I talk to people. I respond to all your DMs and comments. I lift. I eat. I take care of the kids. I take them to school sometimes. I go to work. I come home. I eat. I do more sorcery stuff. I go to sleep. I wake up at 5. I lift. I eat. I do the same thing every day. Yeah, all kinds of things. So many platforms, so many initiatives. Hard work pays off. Work hard, play hard. Oh, Immolation. That's hot. You're going to see a lot of Brian Smith coming, guys. He's going to be down at PAX Australia. Another foil for you there. Look out. Lookout tower. Yeah, we got Brian Smith coming back. He was not in our 13 Legends. Man, it's, you know what? Life does not come easy. You got to work hard. You got to work your face off for anything. Anything worth doing is worth doing hardcore, extremist style, all in, baby. Otherwise, why bother? If you're gonna half-ass it, half-assed effort gets half-assed results. It's not my style. I'm an extremist at heart. All right, only 2 foils for you. Did I hit any curios? I was blabbing too much. I wasn't paying attention if there were any trolls. So 6 packs. You got an ordinary and an exceptional. So Lookout Tower. You're going into the archives with you got some nice uniques, non-foil. And you got 2 foils. So not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty solid start. It's all passion, baby. Fab Rock, New York. Millennium Games, Crazy Igors, Rochester, New York, Pittsford Mendon High School, PMS, Pittsford Middle School. Ricardo! Oh, it's so close. Sorry, buddy. Pittsford Mendon High School. halfway through my freshman year of school, they ripped me out of my home. They say, "Hey, I was working. The old man's working at Eastman Kodak. Eastman Kodak says we're relocating to Philly suburbs." Like, what? I lived here my whole life. Actually, I was born in Fairfax, Virginia, but as a baby, I moved to Rochester, New York, Penfield, technically. So I moved there. Jeff Toohey's on the wheel, and I got halfway. I'm halfway through freshman year. I'm a pimply mess. I'm popping the Accutane. I'm on an all Accutane diet, and they're like, "Well, guess what? You're gonna take your 50 miles of bad road face. We're gonna supplant you in a different city. Kiss all your family. Actually, all my family. I have a lot of Italian immigrants in Rochester. Kiss all your family and friends goodbye. We're taking you to Philly." And so that's what happened, and the rest is history. Scarred for life. It builds character, though. Maybe that's where I get my dark, cynical humor. You know how they are in upstate New York. We love hard and we bust balls hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You live in Rochester? You're originally from Brooklyn. Awesome. So you're not a big pussy like who's that chump with the bald head that was from Brooklyn? Who is that chump? He never shows up for my lives anymore. He's on all the Team Covenant lives. He's on all the cult YouTube lives. Angerworm, that bastard. Where is he? Angerworm, are you watching right now? Show some respect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guy lives in Brooklyn. He moves to Maryland, like an hour from me. I beat him in Sorcery to sustain my undefeated record, and he doesn't show up anymore. He's in these cults, I guess. He's in the cult. Can't support Mike Servati anymore. Forget Collector Arthouse. Forget about him. You heard it here, folks. Mike will bust your balls hard. Ah, man. It's a good point, Sorcery Stories. I've heard stories about that. Well, what happened there? Oh, okay. We need that Braum tonight. Plague of Frogs. There's a card, guys. Who won that Mikhail Nagy-Paul auction tonight? I got to see which Mikhail print he wants to select. Mikhail's the man. Maryland, best crab cakes. Yeah, they got solid crab cakes. I'll give him that. But I don't know where Angerworm's at these days, man. He can't show up for a... he's a no-call, no-show for the Collector Arthouse Lives. You never see him up in the chat anymore. Supporting Big Mike. Dan was here. Dan was here for the Ed Bear Jr. part. I thought he said he had some like family nonsense to do. He's got kids doing things. The cult ritual, very nice. It's a nice unique. I'm hitting a bunch of like solid unique non-foils. We need to get some more banger foils. We're due. These are the last 2 boxes in the case. Oh, there's a card. The Enchantress. Very nice. Beautiful artwork by my guy, Jussie Pilkus. This is what I'd love to hear, guys. What would you love to see? Oh, Savage Knuckler won? Oh, okay. Savage Knuckler's the man. I'll hit him up and ask him. I'll have to ask him which of the mats he's going to pick. Or which of the prints. It came with that auction came with a print of Mikhail Nagy-Paul's beautiful work, either Gothic Tower or one of his frog prints, frog art. And it was the number 1 in a series of 25 prints that Mikhail did. So I got a bunch of Mikhail proofs. I'm going to start rotating those into the circuit more. The rotation. Every single day of the week, 24. Oh, Mother Nature. I don't pull that very often. Beautiful. And the foil, Cerberus and Chains for our first unique foil of the night, guys. Alan Pollock, Cerberus and Chains. So Jeff Toohey, who's probably drooling on his pillow as of 6 p.m. So he could wake up early for his janitorial services job. I don't know. I'm just kidding. He says he's an accountant. I don't know any accountant that works at like 5 a.m. every day of the week. Actually, they probably all do that. But I just remembered he was an accountant. I don't know. Maybe he's just like very disciplined. But you guys like that poll? The Cerberus and Chains. Always nice to get one of the 248 unique alpha foils in existence in each of the different unique foils. Each of the 67 unique foils. How's my lighting tonight, guys? Is it okay? You seeing the cards okay? The zoom? It's crazy, some of our professions. It is a little crazy. Oh, the Ruins dual side. Remember I auctioned that one? Guys, we should. You want to play a game of like which paintings I've owned or auctioned? Owned it, had to trade it. Ooh, step. There's a card from a master painter. Oh, I own that one. I own that original painting. Nice and bright. All right, great. We're all blinded by the light tonight. For F's sake, foil duel. It is a foil duel. I didn't even notice that. I did not even notice. He had a foil duel. I'm in my own world. I was thinking about the paintings that I own. I own that painting. Beautiful painting, Lindsay Crummett. I love Lindsay. She is the goat. There's a lot of goats out there, guys. Greatest of all time is what goat means. I think I was talking to Ed Bear Jr. Who said he didn't know what he hadn't heard that term before. He's like, everyone's called a goat. I thought he was talking about the farm animal. They're calling me the goat. What is this? I was like, that means you're the greatest of all time, my guy. Oh, wait a second. Jeff Toohey's got a whole row. Didn't I just ship to Jeff Toohey? Man, I owe Jeff Toohey some cards. Maybe I'll package those up and ship them out to him. All right, back to the wheels, guys. Back to the wheels. Oh, man, it's making me hungry. There's this pasta we call wheels. I forget the name of it, but it's in the shape of a wheel. Holds the sauce real nice, especially meat sauce with the peas. Oh, my God. That's the real deal. The meat sauce with the peas. Pile. Meat and peas in the meat sauce. That's the way to do it. Bolognese. Corn peas. 15. All right. 1. Oh, shit. 2. 3. Come on. Come on. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. And here's the deal, guys. I think I don't know if I can do a break next weekend. So we might have to do a weeknight break if you guys want to do one in this coming week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think what I might do is take a week off from breaks next week because there's going to be so much Gen Con hysteria going on next weekend that I kind of really want to be on top of the social medias. So you got to type in hashtag Gen Con community in the Sorcery community group when you're sharing your Gen Con pictures. Battle Mage, sick. And you could win some alpha packs from one of my breaks. Free of charge. I'll ship it to you for free. I'll put up my own box and hope you guys get some grails. Man, we're hitting a lot of unique non-foils tonight. I haven't seen a lot of trolls. I might have skipped the trolls, so maybe someone's going to end up with a curio that we never knew about. Toohey. I was like, what did you say in Toohey? Toohey, I sold this painting last year at, did I auction it? I think I auctioned it, and then I brought it to Courtesan Cup. Handed it to the guy in person. He loves it, man. The guy cherishes that painting. It's his favorite Margaret painting. We made it happen, guys. We made it happen. We connect art fans and players with artists. That's what it's all about, guys. Oh, the Donnybrook Inn, man. I never pulled that. I don't know if I've ever pulled that. A unique. Dude, so many great uniques. Non-foils. A lot of different ones, too. There's a lot of, like, diversity in these packs. All right. Squirming Mass. We're looking for foils. We're looking for the Braum. We're looking for the Death Dealer Curio. What a night. What a weekend. What a time to be alive while we have all of these amazing paintings coming up. This Sir Lamorak is the painting that's coming up this week. I showed that one. If you missed it, Cosmic Seeds, if you're still out there. I got a beautiful, large watercolor painting by the incredible Alvara Palicowska. Another Battle Mage. Interesting. That's coming up Sunday to Friday. We have the Atlas Thorn, Bunny, and Altar that ends Sunday night. We just sold the, just finished an auction on Questing Beast by Tony Sudlow from Arthurian Legends. Poor Tony just lost his dog, passed away. He was very upset about that. Hit him really hard, guys. I've seen a lot of dogs passing away recently on the Facebooks. And celebrities, man. It's a tough time out there. Hope everyone take care of yourself. Be healthy. Wake up at 5 a.m. and lift. Sleep for... Try to get 5 hours in, guys. 5 hours is solid. Caffeinate. Get stimmed out a few times a day. No problem. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, man. Such a legend. People say the guy was controversial, I guess, getting into politics and stuff. I didn't follow any of that shit. I could care less about anybody's politics. Could care less about that. Literally. Zero care in the world. I live wild and free. You treat me with respect, I treat you with respect. End of story. Beautiful mix. End of story. It's all that matters. Believe whatever you want. As long as you're not being a dick, hurting somebody else, or gaslighting, being cliquish, all this nonsense people do. A lot of clicks out there, guys. A lot of me versus you out there. People all competitive about nonsense. It's ridiculous. Magnetic Muzzle. Blood Ravens just got buffed with the new rules. You can now wail on your own sites while you heal up with the Blood Ravens. Yeah, the Vardhouse emoji. What a loser. What an absolute idiot. Cyberboy and like a clown. You know, the guy's obsessed with me. Get a life, nerd. Get back in your locker. Scumbag. A lot of scumbags out there. I own that painting. It's a beautiful piece. Beautiful one. When I was going to auction this, I saw it in person. I made an offer to the guy. It's like, that one is not going to auction, my friend. What do you need? What do you need for it? Did this guy just hit 15 packs with not a single foil? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Pyle, my man. I'm so sorry, Pyle. Pyle's a great guy. He participates in a lot of breaks. I appreciate you, buddy. You got one mix and 0 foils in 15 packs. Me and my homies only hang with real dogs. That's right, Big Willie. Tell them. We don't play these click games. Look at my click. We embrace everybody. Inclusiveness. Collaboration. Support each other. Partnership. Collaborate. Don't be petty. There's enough degenerates in this world. 4, 5, 6. People are like, what's this guy Mike talking about? What is this guy even talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Koyubi for 7. Get back in your locker. All these locker ornaments got something to say. All these locker ornaments want to slap an emoji on anything I say. Another unique. Stone Cold Loser. I thought it was a curio. I thought wrong. Thought it was a curio, but I thought wrong. Am I doing anything good this weekend? Yeah, I got some the wife's best friends coming to visit us. They got some another mix. They got some young kids around my kids' age. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna act like a child like I usually do anyway. We're gonna have a good time. It'll be fun. Probably eat a bunch of junk. Feel a little soft. Feel like a heavy, probably. I'll probably feel like a heavy. And I'll have to work it off. I'll have to work extra hard. Sleep less, lift more. That'll be good. How about you? How about you, my guy? All right, then we got a foil. No foil? Dude, we're on a serious foil drought. Oh! Thought for sure it might be Gridlord. What are you guys up to this weekend? Who's going to Gen Con? Oh, you know what? We need our beta comments up in here. Show comments on stage. Someone type something. You'll see it pop up on stage. Take this thing to the next level. Boss Troll. Curiosa game. No one's typing. Put out a call for types. Everyone's drooling on their pillow. Oh, the great old one. Dude, have we hit every unique in the set tonight? They've all been different, right? We're hitting all of them. It's wild. Wife and son are out of town, so a whole bunch of nothing. It's nice being alone. Play on TTS, and I think commenting on a live stream for the Baltimore Noah and Beyond. Oh, is that right? You're commenting? That's cool, man. I don't know if those guys are down with me up there. I think Spin's up in that scene. Jack doesn't like me for some reason. Jack, man, he's wild. Anyone do a wellness check on Jack? Oh, Colorado Space, sick, dude. You got some banger uniques, but no foils again for Koyubi. Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah, Jack's like the big Hulk guy, and the Hulkamania just died. Heart attack, terrible. He did hit a bunch of great hits, just no foils. All right, 4 names on the wheel. Roberto's is still out. Oh, Roberto's. All right, Roberto's. You might hit some luck here since everyone else hit a no foils stretch. I mean, I guess if you're not going to hit foils, it's great to hit some big time uniques. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got to work this box on the right because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, unique foil Cerberus was a good hit. Take colors any day and twice on Sunday. Yeah, unique color is great. Mountain Giant. Trolls. Why do you flip the trolls? Because there's a curio variant. You guys think there could still be alpha curios that we haven't discovered? If you go to collectorarthouse.com, Collector's Corner, there's a drop down for curios. You're going to find all the curios there. We got a foil, guys. Oh, I own that one, baby. I love the Candlemass Monks. I love that artwork. Oh, I sold this painting for Matthias. Matthias Frisk, man. What a great artist. We're going to have a collab with Matthias coming up at some point. Some interesting stuff. I sold several Matthias Frisk paintings. We sold the Exorcism. Dude, when I saw that in person, and this foil is gorgeous too. But this original painting in person, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. The hand on the priest pops so much, and the demon face. Matthias often talks about how this is one of his favorite artworks that he's done for Sorcery. Incredible. Jay Slay. What's up, dude? What was the Ed announcement? So I have a playmat. No, I don't have a playmat. Ed Beard Jr. has the Dragonlord Lair, the Dragonlord Lair playmat that he just got from Ultra Pro. I posted for my paid tier Patreon supporters. If you're in my Patreon in the paid tiers, you already got a notification in Patreon that would have sent you an email as well with a unique coupon code specific to you for a discount on that playmat. It's exclusive to my Patreon supporters, that code is, until Sunday night. Sunday night, I'm going to open it up in the Collector Arthouse Discord, Dragonlord mini set channel, and on the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group. There'll be another code that's going to go out to you guys to get a discount on his playmats. The thing is, he's already sold like 60 or 70 playmats, I think he said, to his Patreon supporters. As soon as I posted it, the coupon code in my Patreon, a bunch of people bought it. So it's depleting his supply pretty quick. So if you want to sign up for my Patreon, you could do so as low as $5 per month, as high as $100. There's some people in those upper tiers, a lot of people in the $20 and $40 tiers, 15, 20, 40. Really appreciate that, guys. It helps a lot with like operating expenses, justifying my time to my wife and my kids. My wife's at her wit's end half the time. Ooh, Angel's Egg, Elite. Nice hit. Sick artwork by Brian Smith. That's an interesting one with those freaky hands. Oh, not Gridlord, not Gridlord. But he hit an elite foil and an ordinary foil. So, Roberto's, you are benefiting from that cold streak we just hit. Oh, you met Matthias at Sorcery Fest, right? Yeah, I met him at the Courtesan Cup last year. And then he and I went to the art museum in Washington, D.C. We had lunch together, and then we went to the museum. It was a really hot day. It was really amazing going to the art museum with Matthias Frisk. What a dream come true. Can you imagine going to an art museum with a sorcery artist? And he's like a classically trained artist. So he knew like so much about the paintings. He's like, hey, Mike, you know this artist? I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'm a Mama Luke of the year. And he was like, oh, yeah, this artist, this is from the Impressionist era or, whatever it was. And he kind of knew about the art history of it, like some of the more significant pieces. He was telling me the ones he really liked. It was really interesting to see the art he was into because it was quite different than his style, of course, right? You don't see the dark, like heavy metal album cover style artwork at the art museum. So yeah, it was an amazing time. Really appreciate that Matthias took the time to spend his day with me. What a great guy. I sold an image gem, man. I auctioned this one early on, and if it auctioned again today, that one would really pop off. The guy got a steal of a deal. You got to follow these auctions. You got to be in the Sorcery Community Facebook group, man. If you're on Facebook, that is the group to be in. No other group has engagement like that group, has camaraderie, inclusiveness, all the different passionate people of game players, art enthusiasts, art fans, collectors. It's got them all. Ooh, Disenchant. That's a real nice card and foil. You got to be in the Sorcery Community Facebook group, and you got to be in the Collector Arthouse Discord too. Because I don't use notifications in community group. I really don't want to pester and bother people. But if you really want to follow the auctions closely, in the did I miss trolls? If you want to follow the auctions closely, you got to be in the Collector Arthouse Discord because I'm going to send you those pings. There's two ways to do it. I don't know what trolls you're talking about. I didn't see any trolls. So, I don't know what you're talking about, Big Willie. Big Willie's got the Ring of Morgan. All right, we got a foil. We got the Assorted Animals. We got the Benson Phantom Steed again. Oh, trolls on Facebook? There's trolls everywhere, dude. I think the worst trolls are on Discord. There's a lot of like scumbags on Discord, like real like douchebags, to be honest. Like garbage humans. And also on Reddit. Reddit is a toxic wasteland of extreme Scumbaggery. If you go on the Facebook group, you're not gonna encounter that stuff. You're gonna get people with different opinions that are gonna debate respectfully on the Facebook community group. You know, sometimes people get a little heated. I'll regulate if someone's out of line and it's like it starts getting insulting. The Avatar of Earth in the last pack for Roberto's Avatar of Earth foil. Oh my God, what a hit. What a hit. Look at her shine. Severin Pinot, the Avatar of Earth. Stay tuned. I've done so many collaborations with Severin Pinot, and there's more to come, man. Severin and I are super tight. Super tight. Brian Beakley, nice to see you, man. Oh, what a hit. I just hit, what did I hit? The Avatar of Fire last time? I just hit that recently for Sean. And now we got another Severin Pinot Avatar. The Matriarch, the Avatar of Earth. The Avatar of Earth. Wow. Look at those eyes. Look at her shine. Oh my gosh. Look at it as the light hits the foil. Severin Pinot, one of the most iconic artists in Sorcery, who did so much of the most iconic cards. Absolute pleasure to know her, work with her, call her a friend. Great person, great artist. Wow. What a hit. Unbelievable. Roberto's. Congrats, buddy. Amazing. Roberto's fairly new to Sorcery. Big art guy, Roberto. Do I have any altars or APs to ship to you and the wife? I might. I'll see what I got for you, dude. I think I just shipped you some playmats. Didn't you buy some playmats, Roberto? I just shipped those out to you. You'll get those soon. And you scored big tonight, dude. 10 packs, $33 a pack. Because you're in the Patreon. That's a Patreon price. There's also discounts for Patreon supporters for packs. So $330, you just hit like an $800 card. Unbelievable. What else did you hit? You had a few foils. Like I said, man, I called it before we started, right? I said, this guy's due. He's due because we hit a cold streak. All right, so you hit the Avatar. You hit an Elite, Exceptional, and 2 Ordinaries. There it is, dude. There it is with Leo lurking in the background. Unbelievable, my man. Congratulations. Scored big tonight. We're new in the last year and absolutely love art. That's awesome, man. It's great you got the wife's support on that. I have no idea what that's like. No idea. Cannot relate, my friend. Cannot relate. I'm on my own in this one. Dude, we're keeping Ricardo up all night. He's nocturnal like the Bruin. Laxin for 10. My first avatar there. Dude, it's my pleasure to do this. It's a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you guys for making it possible. All right, we're going to start from the right for Laxin. You got to get some even distribution of packs. All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for Laxin. First avatar. Congrats, man. That's big. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, you're going to be blown away by the next Playmat collaboration. The paintings coming up. Dude, that I got to wait till I show you the pictures of the Alvara Palicowska Knight. That's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece, man. Someone's going to own one of the very few remaining Alvara Palicowskas. And then Alvara Shakarova the next week. Dream Quest. Dude, is massive. That is a 10-figure, no, not 10-figure, 5-figure painting all day. Imagine if it was 10 figures. Might be someday. See how successful Sorcery is. But that is a freaking painting of paintings. It's amazing, man. Even Alvara herself likes it, and she's like the most self-critical person ever. You know, I've been begging her to work with me on some stuff, and she was like, Mike, I don't like those artworks. I was like, what? What did you say? What are you talking about? Amazing. Everyone likes it. You're literally the only person, the only human roaming the earth that doesn't like it. I was like, all right. All right, then. Freaking amazing, though. I wouldn't bullshit you on this one. If it sucked, I'd tell you. Like Pudge Butcher's a hideous painting, right? I told Brian Smith, I was like, dude, this is freaking ridiculous. Why did you paint that? Why did you do that? And he was like, yeah, it's interesting. I was like, yeah, it's like might be the most popular freaking painting in the game. And I was like, but it's freaking hideous, dude. Why'd you do that? All right, Silver Valkyries. He's like, it's interesting, this TCG stuff, Mike. I don't know. These guys like this stuff. What an artist, Brian Smith. Very unique. Super nice guy. Oh, I love the Chaos Twister. I invented that card. I won't get into it, though. I've told that story too many times. People probably getting annoyed. Double troll. I just got double trolled there. BS. Guys, we hit 2 elemental avatars. There's so few of those in the world. We hit 2 of them. I've pulled several of those on the channel. I really have. I own this painting. It's right over there. It's massive. It's taller than... I won't say it. You know who it's taller than. It's taller than that little guy. It's going to be a Gen Con. I don't know. Maybe I bust his balls too much and he's sensitive. He doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I don't know, man. Can't tell jokes anymore in this world. It's a joke-free world. I'm really hungry, guys. It's almost midnight. I'm gonna have to have a midnight meal, midnight snack. Ricardo, you are on the wheel, but I forgot to put how many packs you had there. You have 10. I know that. I put it on the label, but not the wheel. I must have accidentally deleted it. All right, another foil. Hitting a bunch of foils now. The Pikeman, two Andrea Modesti foils. We keep getting teased with the avatar. It's never the Curio Sorcerer. Gridlord, one of my favorites. What do you guys think the 9-piece Alpha Curio is worth? What would you think that would be worth nowadays? There's like almost no sales data on it. I love that Curio, though. It's one of my favorites. I've always loved it as I was thinking about getting another one. But do I want to give up like an arm and a leg and trade or sell or financials to acquire it? I don't know, man. I just don't know. You have a 9-piece CGC 10? Get out of here with that. Give me that card. I love 9-piece. CGC 10. That's awesome. Yeah, this one was graded as well. It's a PCG 9. So I think that actually hurts the value. What do you think? What do you think a PCG 9-piece would be? I thought it was kind of funny that the 9-piece is a 9. The best artwork from Liz Danforth is right here. Not Mirror Realm. This one. Las Meninas. Iconic piece. Amazing concept is what makes it great. It's an elite foil, which doesn't hurt. 9 doesn't add any value. All right. You think 2 to 2.5 and a 9? I would not grade those card there at PCG. Yeah, I don't like PCG either. But actually, I'm not a great. I don't really care about grading in general. The slabs are all right, I guess. They're okay. They don't impress me really. Sometimes they feel like plasticky and cheapy. They don't do anything for me. They don't excite me. I'm indifferent, you know? So I don't want to pay for someone to judge my card quality. Timbo's still out there. I thought for sure He was deceased. But it was only Kimbo. Only Kimbo, not Timbo. Minor misunderstanding. Rip Legend. Rip Legend. Elite, exceptional, and 3 ordinaries and 10 packs. It's not a bad way to live. Not bad at all. All right. 2 names on the wheel. Maybe there's enough packs for him. Guess we'll find out. I predict Ricardo will be last. Tough one, Ricardo. Tough one, buddy. You had to wait in your time zone in Europe. Are you in Europe? I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know what are the bounds of Europe. Where does it start and end? What about the Netherlands? Europe or not Europe? I'm a moron geographically. Cody 10. I'm actually really smart in some things, and an absolute moron in other things. All right. So we need 5 for Ricardo. So we'll give you 5 from one box, Ricardo. That bounce. I mean, is the Netherlands Europe? Those Norwegian, as they say. All right. 1, 2. I am actually a moron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we're going to leave 5 in that box for Ricardo. And 5 from this box for Ricardo. I admit it. I know I'm dumb. I know I got a thinking problem. All right, 1, 2. I don't think good. Netherlands is Europe. Amsterdam. All right. It's okay as long as you pull 5 of each. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9! Hang on a second. Maybe the packs stick together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2. You know what? 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought I effed it up, guys. I thought we were 1 pack short, but I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so Ricardo, look. 2, 4, 5. And that'll kill that box. Because you wanted 5 from each box. So that's the dream I'm making happen here. This box has 2, 4, and bottom right, 5. So the bottom right, they say, is the curio. So this is going to be the last pack we open tonight. We'll see if there's a curio. Yeah, thanks, dude. All right. All right, so it's curio pack. And then 10 for Cody. Cody. Cody, are you up in the chat tonight? Is he still around? I thought I saw him earlier. Maybe that was during the Ed Bear Jr. segment that I saw Cody. Bostrel. All right. Leo's been chilling the whole time. Not a care in the world. 29 people left. That's pretty good. Sometimes the stream only has like 20 to 22. It's a nice turnout today. We had 30 to what did we peak at? There was a bunch on when Ed Bear Jr. was on. People wanted to know what the announcement was. Oh, it's like over 40. So a lot of people got to see some original paintings tonight. Some great reveals, some beautiful altars and artist proofs. We're having the time of our lives, guys. All right, we got an elite foil for Cody. We hit 1 unique so far tonight. We hit the Cerberus tonight. And we hit the Avatar of Earth. The Avatar of Earth. Oh, it's 41. Wings of Invention always pops out. Really cool painting by Elvira Shakarova. Dream Quest is coming up in 2 weeks. Dream Quest. Sir Morlack is coming up this week. Tremendous blast of elite magic. Bam! Tony Sudlow. Boom! That's a card. Tony Sudlow. Major explosion. Get wrecked, kid. Get wrecked, kid. I'm waiting for my Curio Death Speaker. Listen, guys. If someone wants... what was the deal he wanted? I think I got a guy that... Does he want a Braum? Hang on a second. Hang on a second, guys. Oh! We're at 750 on the Valley. All right, this is what we got to do. I want to put this out there in case anyone's trying to acquire some of the hardest ones. All right. So there's someone who wants to trade a Death Dealer, a sample pack, and an Aranja Artist Proof for Braum. All right? For the Braum. By the way, if anyone has any sample packs, please let me know. I'd like to acquire some more because it's been too long since we did a sample pack break. And we're due, and we need to do it for old time's sake. To keep the dream alive, I have some packs myself. But you don't always want to get high on your own supply. You know? Never get high on your own supply. I like to buy. I like to break it up. I don't want to deplete all my own personal inventory. You love Major Explosion? I love it too. It's a hell of a card. It's an amazing artwork by Tony. Good guy, that Tony. Interesting character. Very unique individual. I like unique people. I like people that are different. Oh, Aqueduct. So we hit 2. What a beautiful card. Nice painting. We saw the Atlas Thorn Altar version. It's karma, baby. Because we have the Atlas Thorn. This is up for auction right now, guys. The Atlas Thorn version. Look at that handsome devil. And the original painting up there above the Chimera. That's up this weekend. And we just hit this guy. Aqueduct. How about it? Not bad. Not bad. Atlas Thorn, amazing. The hero we don't deserve. It's really an inspirational person, that Atlas Thorn. Super nice guy. Very humble. Just paints, man. He just paints. Doesn't bother anybody. Doesn't even talk. Doesn't really talk that much. You don't see him screwing around on social media. He's just out there living. Living the good life. Up in the mountains in Australia. Looking out the window, painting. Godly artwork, mind you. Some of the best in the world. Talent out of this world. There's an elite. The Unland Angler, man. The Dan homage, some might say. What an artwork by Drew Tucker. Really adds a lot to this game, man. If you want nostalgic vibes, got 2 words for you. Drew Tucker. Super nice guy, too. One of the nicest out there. See the theme here? These artists, man. They're on another level. They're good people. That's why I get along with them so well. They're genuine people. They're unique. They're different. I like people that are different. I like people that are unique. I like people that are respectful, treat people with respect. You know? There's a lot of shitty gaslighting going on and alienation clicks, all this nonsense. Just be professional. Treat people with respect. Don't treat them like they're lesser. All right. Sandstorm. Put you right back in the locker you crawled out of. A lot of locker ornaments out there. A lot of locker ornaments being internet tough guys. Sandstorm. That's what I heard in the sorcery stories. Sorcery stories, YouTube. Go check them out. 2 Drew Tuckers in a row. We're hitting too many foils. We got to leave some for Ricardo. Cody's taking all the heat. Another one. It's the foil master. Oh, maybe I must have just been blind. I thought I saw one. Oh, Torchhammer. There's a good card. I almost bought that. I almost bought that painting. I passed on it because I was like, where am I going to hang this Torchhammer? What do I do with that? Oh, Death Speaker. That's a great artwork. I own the original sketch by Sudlow of that. I like sketches too. I collect paintings and sketches. All right, Cody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foils. You hit 2 elites, 3 elites, an exceptional dual site, and 2 ordinaries. Not bad, dude. In 10, again, $330 buy-in for 10 packs, 33 a pop. You get a dual site, 3 elites, and 2 ordinaries. That is really solid. Tell all the ladies about that one. I'm be very impressed with you, sir. Very impressed with you. Mandatory spin. Oh, nice. Nice stories. New house, new job, new life. I thought you were in the military or something. Traveling around you were traveling all around so much. Figured you're probably doing some military stuff. Trying to make a liar out of me there, pal? Trying to make a liar out of me there, stories? All right, Ricardo. Let's go, Ricardo. Can't breathe out of my nose. I get a little stuffy in here. Maybe I have bad air quality in this room. Always coughing a lot. Can't breathe by the end of these streams. All right, Ricardo. Let's make some space. All right, dude. Oh, you are in the military. I'm a genius. See, I told you, man. I know what everybody does. I know all about everybody on Sorcery. The good, the bad, the ugly. Too much ugly. Too much bad. A lot of good. A lot of good. Got stories for days. Man, I got the Alvara Palicowska page up. The Online Angler. Let's hit a curio for our guy here. Nothing so far. Pretty impressive. I know your profession. I know your favorite color. I know your wife's maiden name. Oh, Mixaqua. That's solid. I know everything about these people. Boss Troll. What is this? A Clint Eastwood movie? Good? Bad? Ugly? More or less, my friend. More or less. Clint. Isn't he still alive? Everyone else is dying. Clint's like, nah, fuck it. Do what I want. Do what I want. Say what I want. Live how I want. And all your wives' names. Former and current. Pudge Butcher. Obelisk. I love the curio version of that in beta with the omnipotence. It's great, man. Really great. Nick Reynolds, man. Brilliant. Brilliant guy. We have him to thank for the game design. Eric to thank for artistic genius. All right. 3 more to go, Ricardo. Oh, no, 4 more. I'm sorry. I forgot about the Curio pack. 4 more to go, man. We need some big foils for you. We only hit 1 unique foil tonight. It's not bad. Usually you don't hit any at all. So you got the Sphinx. You got the Boss Troll. 3 packs. Dude, the other guy that got burned on 15 packs, he had the Mix Aqua and no foils. Let's hope that's not a trend. Maybe Mix Aqua is a jinx. Might be a jinx. Oh, the face of the Sorcery Community Facebook group is with us. The Seer. Absolutely love that. Ricardo, you got to let me know later if you want me to ship to you or just continue holding a few things I got for you. Whatever you want, dude. Whatever you want to do. All right, we need some foils for you, though, man. Can't let you walk away with no foils. No foils. We do it the one last pack from the bottom right. Everyone says that's the curio slot. Praying for some last pack magic because this is a bit of a bust, at least, with regard to... Oh, no shit. You going to Japan? That's freaking awesome. Should go find Hane. That'd be cool. Dude, no foils? No curios? Ah. 2 freaking bust. Like, in 25 packs, we had 2 Mix Aquas and no foils. It's a little streaky, guys. Because we did, to your point there, Stories, we did hit the Avatar of Earth tonight, and we hit the unique foil Cerberus and Chains. Then we got absolutely rocked by those 25 packs. They had only the Cursed Mix Aqua. Should I show you guys another artwork before we call it a night? Kind of tempted to. I'm kind of tempted to. Should I do it? Still 32 people on. It's interesting how it upticks and downticks. People are like, F this guy. Oh, what did he just say? Oh, F this guy. Oh, what did he say? I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. I don't know. Maybe people are just busy. We got some leaving, some joining. I'm assuming too much, probably. Is that a real question? All right. Should I show you what we're going to lead off with? Is that what I want to lead off with Sunday? I don't know if... So I want to lead off with a double. I need that Swedish Curiosa. Just give it to me. Guy in Sweden, please. Just give me that Swedish Curiosa. Come on, man. Give me that Curiosa. All right, do I want to show another artwork? I showed a lot tonight. Let me see here, guys. What do we got here? Do I want to leak all these? Do I want to spring a leak? All right. Fine. Do we go big Sunday night? Do we go big? I might launch this Sunday night. I might do a 24-hour auction of a banger. Because, like, Sunday night's going to be insane. We're going to have... This is what's going to happen, guys. Not that. Not that. This is what's going to happen. This bunny is going to someone's house. That bunny right there. You see that bunny? See that bunny? This bunny is going home with somebody. Sunday night when that auction ends at 9 p.m. Eastern. Still live. We haven't even hit 3 hours yet, dangles. Not even 3. Not even close to 3, in fact. 2:38. I got time. I got time. This guy will hop on down the bunny trail, and you can't do shit about it. You can't do a damn thing about that bunny coming at you. You can't do anything about that. All right, so we got that. And then Sunday, I gotta get it out of the top loader. You want that bunny? You want that bunny? You borrow $3K? I could probably accept a payment plan if you needed to do that. You need to run a couple extra paper routes there, Dangles. If you promise me you're going to run those routes and you're going to do it in a reasonable amount of time, like within a month, I might spot you for the bunny. But you can't like BS me on these routes. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. All right, guys. So what's my guy doing here? He's got cards upside down. He's got cards upside down up in here. Maybe I'll just take them out. I'll take them out of the top loaders. Might show better. 10-month payment plan for the bunny? It's going to take you 10 months to raise $3,000? Dude, you're running the wrong routes. You should be a runner for the mafia. That might accelerate things. He's running the Ruby Courier around. The digital newspaper. All right. Crusade, right? Number 22. Crusade and Jihad. The cards you don't take home to mama. Because they're banned. They cannot be on TCG Player. Will not allow it. Sacrilege. So we have a double painting by Kyle Calazans this weekend. We have a triptych by Dustin Brossard. It actually is 4 paintings on 3 cards because the Druid is double-sided. And then we have, kicking off the week, Sunday to Monday, from Truett Parish, another artist-proof pair. We did an artist-proof pair of Crusade and Jihad a couple weeks ago, and now we have this awesome piece. I like the pieces. I teased it. You see that? I like the pieces he does inspired by historic items and stuff. Look at this. Look how epic these are. I'll get the story from Truett. Crusade and Jihad. Awesome pair. It's like a framed pair almost. 2 valiant knights. It's like they're coming out of the Colosseum, ready to fight to the death. So there you have it. Crusade and Jihad coming back. Pretty epic setting, I would agree. I'm glad you like it, man. So there it is, guys. That's going to be coming up Sunday night. Truett Parish. It's the last set I have from Truett. We sold a bunch of the Crusades and Jihads, as you can imagine. It's risky to run it as a pair because it reaches a higher price point and then it thins the bidder pool, so people get tapped out. It's probably better to do it individually, but these 2 cards belong to each other together, right? So what you're going to want to do, guys, is go ahead and place your bids for the epic Tawny Druid Bruin. Tawny Druid Bruin. Tawny Druid Bruin. This could be you at Gen Con this week. This could be you at Gen Con competing for the amazing triptych from Dustin Brossard, and Collector Arthouse. A match made in heaven, man. My guy, Dustin Brossard, he's got to get into sorcery like my guy, Alice Thorne. The goats. These guys are goats. There's Pietro. There's Dustin. There's Pietro. There's Dustin. And there is, hopping down the bunny trail, Alice Thorne. What a way to close the show. A little Fajin. A little bit of Fajin there. That's how you close a show, guys. Who else would do that? Truett. Truett Parish. Have a great weekend. We will see you this coming week from the van. We will see the action on Gen Con. Gen Con community. Hashtag Gen Con community in the Sorcery community Facebook group. Gets you on the wheel for some free alpha when we hit 6,000 members. Have a great weekend. Like and subscribe to the video. Bada bing, bada boom. See ya.